Streaming.
Is it streaming? Are we streaming? Are we live?
Can you hear these sound effects when I play this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now
Loud and clear.
The audio is coming through on.
Oh, I just got a
stream.
notification to tell me to watch it on YouTube, so
Sweet.
must be live.
Okay, audio is coming through on.
Oh,
yeah, there it is. All right, good.
We've got an echo. Is that from your speakers?
Well, that was because I was testing to see if the audio worked.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
All right, we ready?
I think so.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Welcome yo to the Veteran Gamers. Juju, Ginny, other fellas will tell you about every single game that we playing this week. News, reviews, and an indie pick. Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
Nope,
it's the Veteran Gamers. It's the Veteran Gamers. It's the Veteran Gamers. It's the Veteran Gamers.
Okay, there we go.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
Hello and welcome to episode 597 of the Veteran Gamers podcast.
Yay, 597.
597.
And things are going okay.
Swimmingly.
Kind of going all right now. So,
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, I'm going to be readjusting some things, but that's okay.
I might have to readjust my pants because my balls are sweaty. It's so hot in here. Honestly, I am.
TMI.
I am melting. I am absolutely melting.
His personal area there, SLH?
I did not mention. He mentioned that he had a. He told me before he had a sweaty head. He did not mention sweaty bollocks.
Yeah. Honestly, right? Stuff is sticking to stuff, and you don't want stuff sticking to stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
You don't.
We have a special guest on today. Hooray!
Yay!
Yes, we do.
I'm Chinny, but the hay fever has made my voice go really, really high.
Wow.
Just like Chinny.
Wow, just like Chinny.
Yeah.
So, slightly snotty.
You do sound far too enthusiastic for Chinny, I've got to say.
Yeah,
exactly.
sorry.
You just mumble and eat.
Yeah, mumble stuff.
I'll just go off and play Minecraft while you're doing this as well. Just to give them the authentic. Yeah.
Chinny feel, but no, Chinny is actually.
That's the way you real diva like the floss it.
Being a diva.
At a barbecue that apparently you knew nothing about, which is a surprise barbecue, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm a bit dubious.
Barbecue.
Surprise barbecue. Not too sure about this surprise barbecue. What I think is he probably just forgot he was going to it. Is what I think.
Sounds more like Chinny.
Yeah. I don't think he didn't know about it, you know. But who knows? Maybe he's telling the truth. We don't know. He's not here to defend himself.
Chinny is not known for telling the truth.
Yeah, he probably isn't telling the truth, is he, at all? So how are you, Duke? Is it hot there?
I'm better now. It's not too bad, actually. We had some rain a couple days ago, so it's there maybe yesterday. I don't know. I can't tell which days are which. But I am on summer break, people! Summer break! Oh, it's such a good feeling. The last few days were rough, but I made it, and now I'm off for a couple of months. It feels really good, and yeah,
excellent
it was a big
stuff.
Headache trying to get the stream working here today, but we got it working. So
we did.
We're glad you're with us. I assume this audio sounds all right.
It sounds great to me.
Well,
I don't know.
Make sure Ian Williams is hearing it okay.
It sounds fine. Yeah, so it's been a funny old weekend. I've got to say, I went out last night, by the way, Duke, for the.
There's a story time approaching.
My favorite time.
Yeah,
it's story time.
I have a friend called Nick, and I went round to his house last night for a barbecue and beer and drinks and stuff.
Go on.
And I got rather drunk, like you do. So
you.
I was a little bit drunk.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing, right? Nick is a funny character. I like him a lot, and I don't think he listens to the show, so hopefully, maybe he does. I doubt it. I doubt it very much. But anyway, we had a few drinks, and his daughter is a really good footballer, so she had to go to bed early because she had a match today. So she had a footy match. So I said, well, you can come back to my house because we literally live, I don't know, 400 meters from each other, so it's walking distance to his house for me from here, and obviously walking distance back here. So we came back here and had a few more beers, and this, right, he did something. It's the second time he's done this, which is a little bit weird, right? And what he did, well, first of all, he fell over, which was pretty funny. He got out of the chair and he was so drunk, he just sort of fell sideways, did a bit of a timber job onto the decking, right? And I'm like, well, I'm not picking you up, man, because like COVID. So I'm just going to leave you there. Yeah, I'm not touching you. So I prodded him a couple of times with a pokey stick just to check he was alive, right?
Yeah.
And he was fine. He was fine. And he sort of rolled around a bit. He eventually got on his hands and knees and pushed himself up, so he eventually got back on his feet. And then he said, I'm going to the toilet, right? And basically, because Kay's very strict, right? Yeah. We have a downstairs toilet at the front door. So you can literally come in the front door and go in the loo. So you don't have to walk through the house or anything. Yes. And he'd been a couple of times. He's one of these people, as soon as he starts drinking, he's at the toilet like every 30 seconds. You know what I mean? He's just that sort of person. But anyway, so he fell over and then he went, I'm just going to the toilet, right? And then he never came back. And I'm like, where's he gone? So I walked, so I staggered to the front of the house, obviously drunk myself, staggered around to the front. And there was no sign of him. He wasn't in the toilet. He'd just gone home, guessing. What? But it's the second time he did it. He did this quite a while ago. We got very drunk and he just disappeared and went home. And no one didn't even like Sean.
I don't feel like telling this story anymore. I'm going home.
There was another person, like last time, there was another person there, Sean, and we're both sat chatting, like wondering where he'd gone, and he'd just gone. And I texted him this morning, like, how are you? Like, is your head on? Like, oh, I'll be right in an hour. So he's just so funny. But we had a good chat. We listened to some good music, and he's into dance music. He DJs vinyl, which is pretty cool. So he's got some original Technics decks and hundreds and hundreds of records in his garage. So he does that, and we chatted and had beer, and we had some good food and good company, and it was good. It was really nice just to do something different.
Okay. Hey, Tainted Brain said that I sound far away, and I hope I fixed it. So thank you, Tainted, for letting us know. And William says it sounds all right. I don't know. Maybe it's something weird on.
Yeah. So what about you, Susan? Any stories? Anything silly happened to you this week?
Well, I did go out on Wednesday with a friend, which I was just telling you before the show, which was nice. Not seen him since just after first lockdown. So we actually went out to a pub.
Wow. How was it? Did you have any anxiety? Were you like worried at all? No, you didn't give a shit.
No, I do give a shit because obviously I've had COVID.
I didn't mean
it was horrible.
It's like you just didn't give a shit. You were like, I'm fine.
Yeah, I wasn't worried, not too. But I mean, they were. There was plenty of distance, and I've had my jabs and stuff like that. So it was okay. It was nice to see him, and we went out and we had tea at the pub, and it was just lovely, really nice.
So what did you eat? What's your go-to meal at the pub?
Well, as I'm veggie, I'm a bit limited.
Oh.
So I basically get
that sort of thing.
Yeah, hopefully it's something other than nut roast.
They do cater, and now because veganism is so popular, it's usually easy to get something. The only problem is that I'm kind of a bit allergic to chili, and they tend to like putting chili in things. So I'm of two choices on the menu that I'll be able to eat. One of them will contain chili, so I just had a veggie burger, and it was nice.
It's funny.
Very nice.
I don't know why I'm still so far away for Tainted, but anyway.
Well.
Yeah, whatever. The weird thing is this. I have, and I'm going to be loud on the recording if I try to be louder on the stream. Whatever. It is what it is.
It's fine.
Here's the thing. I had a burrito recently from our favorite Mexican place, and usually when I order the burrito no meat, they just take the meat out, and it's fine. Because all I want is the stuff that usually comes in the burrito, but not meat. Yesterday, we ordered a burrito no meat. They're stuffing it full of broccoli and zucchini.
Ooh.
I'm like, dude, if I wanted broccoli and zucchini and onions in my burrito, I would have asked for them. What are you doing? Come on.
Yeah, the zucchini, I think would be all right, but broccoli.
Yeah, Chinny doesn't like broccoli. We're not allowed to mention broccoli even if it's not on. I like broccoli.
Stuff I didn't ask for.
Yeah,
maybe they've got a new chef.
Because
don't know.
I don't.
They probably think like if somebody who doesn't want meat, they probably like veggies. And generally I do like veggies, but not in a burrito.
Yeah, it is a bit weird.
I don't think broccoli in a burrito is really the thing, is it?
No, you can have like kidney beans, peppers, mushrooms, maybe.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't want broccoli in it, do you?
No, not broccoli.
No.
Courgette, not too bad.
Yeah, courgette's all right.
Yeah, courgette's not too bad. It's a
I
zucchini.
just like the basics. But if I'm having a burrito, I want beans, cheese, rice,
Yeah.
sour cream, guacamole. You know.
Burrito
sort of
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Burrito stuff.
I feel like there's standard things for burritos, and people got to get.
You don't
fancy.
want
It's like, come on.
you don't want Chinese stir fry in your burrito, do you? I mean,
Right.
that's just weird.
No, broccoli.
Yeah.
I'm going to go the whole hog and put cauliflower in it.
Yeah, some bean sprouts. What about that?
No. All right. Anything else about story time? Anything else?
I don't think so. You got anything, Duke? Have you done out? What have you been doing?
I've just been trying to get my head right from school ending and trying
Eating broccoli burritos.
I'm gonna start writing tomorrow. Finish up the Nimbus X saga.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you know? I need to read the rest. I read part one.
Here, people.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
What you been playing? What you been playing?
Well, as we've got a guest, I think we should start with Susan. What have you been playing, Susan, apart from Minecraft? Anything other than Minecraft?
Apart from Minecraft, well, actually, I've not played much Minecraft this week. They'll be throwing me out of them. They'll be throwing me out of the Minecraft.
Well, you won't be allowed in the realm.
Yes. Yeah, I have. I think I've been on maybe twice this week, which is not a lot for me, really. I've been really tired. I've struggled a bit this week, so I haven't been on a lot. But I did on Sunday join in with the Joysticks and Chill play date, which was Sea of Thieves.
Very
which
good.
Yeah, and it was so it was announced on their Discord, which we don't go on because we've got our own Discord.
Yeah, rivals and stuff. Apart from
Rivals
you
and stuff.
You go on it all the time. You're always on it.
Don't mention that. Yeah,
their Discord's terrible. Terrible.
It is. It's shocking. It's nowhere near as
Shockingly
good as
rubbish.
ours. So yeah, I joined in with their play date and basically rocked up, and it was just me and Hardly Dan. Nobody else turned up until a bit later. Mrs. Nezzy, Heather of Dawn, she turned up, and we had a bit of a sitch because it was just me and Hardly Dan, and we don't really know what we're doing on Sea of Thieves. So it was the blind.
So it's not something you've played a lot before, then I'm guessing.
Nah, I've played probably an hour and a half single player.
Sorry.
And
you'll get used to it, Susan. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was though.
No, she doesn't.
So yeah, and then Mrs. Nessie decided she was going to join us. So she messaged us to say, yeah, I'm coming on in a bit. So we thought, we're only in a 2-man sloop at the moment. We better scuttle the ship and get a bigger ship because we're going to have more crew. So we decided to scuttle the ship and get a new one and set the new ship up. And I'm on the ship and I said to Dan, where are you? And he went, I'm on our ship. Somebody's robbing our stuff.
Oh my God.
Like, what? And he said, I'm on the ship. I'm trying to get this stuff because somebody's just robbing our stuff off our ship. And I went, but I'm on our ship. So you're not on the ship. Where are you? And he was on somebody else's ship thinking that they were robbing our stuff and trying to stop me. But it was...
I thought we were going to be Nezzie's missus for a minute, just come on and just robbed all your stuff.
It was just Hardly Dan, like just trying to stop people going in their own chests on their own ship.
Funny.
I know.
Hey, get off, that's our stuff. No, it's not. Yeah,
no, that's our stuff.
Who the hell is this?
Yeah.
Can I just say, Duke has got a video with a vicar playing.
What the heck?
What the hell?
That's because everybody who plays Sea of Thieves, they have like their
is a vicar?
They have like a rotating group of people. And it's like, why don't y'all just show the gameplay footage? I don't want to see your ugly face in there. Why does everyone put their face on their streams? Oh wait.
Yeah, what is all that about?
Yeah.
I was saying, I said that what was quite funny earlier. I said to Susan, "Oh well, we're on Skype. At least no one has to see my sweaty head and look. I look like I've just got out of bed.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is here.
As well.
Yeah,
I'm not even getting into this anymore.
Hashtag GoateeGate has been
can
kicking
both
off on
piss
Twitter.
off, right? You can just
It has been
piss
kicking
right
off on Twitter.
off.
Yeah.
Piss right off. That's what you two can do.
I didn't set up a poll at all. And,
no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
We didn't get a lot of responses to our poll. We have actually got 26 votes.
I know.
The question I put on Twitter was, what's your view on the burning topic of the moment? Vote now. Is it or is it not a goatee? 65% said, hell yes, it is.
They're wrong. I'm just saying, right?
Only 35% said
They're just
no.
wrong.
It's just a weird beard.
Now it's become a big thing.
Just a weird beard.
See what you did there, Duke. This is your fault. I hold you wholly bloody responsible.
Goatee Gate.
Hey, you know what? I take full responsibility. I'm just gonna sit here and drink my water.
Yeah, and you didn't post a picture, did you, of what's his name?
Oh, David Brent with the
no, you didn't.
Sideburns slightly added. Like, come on, that is pretty much what you look like, dude.
It was amazing.
It is not. Right, I'm not even getting into this anymore.
Thin line right here. That's the only difference between you and David Brent.
Yeah.
Anyway, Susan, when you played had you played it before? Have you played this game a lot?
No. I did the tutorial and I played about maybe an hour solo. I've not played it multiplayer before. It was really good fun. And then, he's gone. We've lost Stu.
What?
He's gone.
Oh my God, his face is gone. He's hidden his face.
Oh, has he? Because he doesn't want anybody to see his weird beard.
Anyway.
Or his weird goatee.
Yeah,
and then I did actually pop on in the week and did like a couple of hours solo as well. And it's really good fun. And after today's announcement at E3 that there's a new sort of story coming, which is tied in with Pirates of the Caribbean for the new season, that looks really cool. So I reckon I'll be playing a bit more of Sea of Thieves. Cool. Still playing Minecraft, obviously. And I'm loving the bees. The bees are my favorite. Although there's a new update that was dropped this week, which is the
Caves and Cliffs update.
Caves and Cliffs update. So I've not actually seen it yet, but I believe I've been told reliably that there are axolotls in it, which I'm just all over about.
I saw the trailer for that and saw them.
Yeah, I love axolotls, so I'm really excited about that. So he's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Whatever.
He's gonna begrudgingly join us occasionally.
Sulky knickers.
It's fine. It's fine. Do you know what made it worse?
What's that?
I said to Kay, you need some support here. You need to get on Twitter and vote, right? That is not a. And you know what? She didn't. That's what I've got to put up with, right? In fact, she probably went up and voted goatee. That's probably what she did.
Yeah, 2/3 of us are saying it's a goatee.
I know. And she went, oh, yeah, I'll do that. And then she never did it. And I'm just like, thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
Tell you. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else on Sea of Thieves there, SLH?
No. I am looking forward to playing some more of it. I'm looking forward to the Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting on Minecraft and seeing the caves and cliffs and the axolotls.
And does that automatically update on the realms?
I gather it has dropped now onto the realm. There was a bit of a back and forth going on this week about whether I think some people had updated it on their Xbox, but or their PC, and it hadn't actually updated on the realm. So it has now anyway. So
what's happened? What have I missed?
There's been an update on Minecraft with new blocks, new creatures, and all sorts of new stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
So you'll have to get on, Stu.
I know, I need to get back. I've not been on for a bit too. My house has become neglected.
It has, and somebody will fill it with snow golems if you're not careful.
It was already full of them last time I went on, to be fair.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So it's already got all of those in there. So
I think they've gone now, haven't they? Haven't they gone?
I've no idea.
Last time I was in there, yeah, they've gone. I'm sure they've gone.
I've not been back for a bit. I did notice the last time I was on though, your house is coming along splendidly, I have to say.
Well, I've got a tower. Nice. My tower is looking very good. It
is.
I haven't quite finished the interior yet, but I just wander off and, you know, start doing stupid things and looking at everybody else's cool stuff, because mine's like the least cool bit on the server.
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I think you're underestimating yourself there.
And I'm now building a hobbit hole and also a witch's cottage. And I also seem to be breeding bees and cats a lot.
The one thing I did notice, which was just weird at your house, is just animals everywhere.
It sounds like my house in real life, doesn't it?
There's just stuff everywhere. Cats, parrots, sheep. There's just horses.
It's funny you mention bees, because we just watched last night a documentary film from North Macedonia about a woman who was keeping bees, and it's called Honeyland. It's very good. I recommend it strongly.
North Macedonia. Well, I think the Minecraft bees are incredibly cute because they don't buzz, they hum. They kind of go, and it's like a really like calm little happy sound. It's just lovely, really lovely.
Just to check out, how does that go again, Susan? Just checking. Oh yeah, very nice.
Yeah. So
did you do the sound effect? Did they employ you to do that? Because I've got to say it's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I was out this afternoon in my garden, and I've got buff-tailed bees living in my compost heap at the moment.
What?
Buff-tailed bees.
So you know about buff-tailed bees, Stu?
Like a stripy bee.
I've never heard of them either. I'm just making it.
Their bottoms are like a whitey, creamy colour. They've got a little white bum, and they're buff-tail bees. Yeah, and they are loving my garden at the moment. So I was just watching them, and they were actually going bzz, 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 like bees do. Not
so they weren't humming then. They weren't humming.
Not like a Minecraft bee.
No. I'm liking, you see, we don't even need Duke's sound effects because you're just doing your own.
By the way, I switched something on the mic, and I think it made me louder because I had it set to something different. And I think, check please, confirm that
room or whatever it is.
No, it's I won't bore you with the details, but yeah. So hopefully, Tainted Brain, you can confirm that I sound better now. Anyway.
Very good.
Yeah, we'll do that in the background.
Yeah, we can't have a distant Duke.
I know, right? You gotta have loud in your face, Duke.
I know. I should talk about something because I played quite a lot of stuff this week. I've played some stuff, but I've managed to get a slight injury.
Is your climbing game again?
No, but it is in VR. But no, there was there's a new 10-pin bowling game in VR called 4VR.
Okay.
Right? So I'm like, I like 10-pin bowling. I used to love that. I'll get this downloaded. I'll have a go at 10-pin bowling, why not? And there's multiplayer, and you can I think you can have up to 6 people in a game, and there's like a little social area where you sit between your goes.
Why is it called 4VR?
I just think it's the company. I think they're gonna do different.
4VR bowl. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna do different things. So they'll be like 4 snooker, maybe.
Right.
But it's like, I think it's a marketing thing. But yeah, so I'm like, it's pretty good. I like this. I can 10-pin bowl. And yeah, I managed to pull a muscle in my buttock.
Oh no, that's such a Stu thing to do.
Oh my god!
So, you know, it's not funny.
It is funny. Oh come on! I pulled a muscle in my butt while I was playing a video game. You know that's funny.
Left buttock. But yeah, I was doing, you know, the lunge, you know, like you're doing proper bowling. And yeah, I felt it go, and I'm like, yeah, I think I just pulled something in my bum.
Oh, that's no good.
And it's not been terrible, you know. It's only a minor injury. I can still walk and sit down and stuff, you know. So it's not terrible, but yeah,
my tender ass.
Bowling. Yeah, I stopped bowling at that point. But that all being said, this game is really good. It's very
now it's showing
realistic.
On the screen. It's showing like arrows for where the ball is going to go. Is that just where it went?
No, that's just where it went.
Okay, so you don't get like helping things like in.
No, there's no. What's quite interesting when it gives you the tutorial at the beginning, which is kind of cool. It puts the bumpers up for you.
Okay.
Just so obviously you get used to having, you know, to bowling.
I got you.
And as you gradually do the tutorial, you get lower and lower and eventually disappear. So that's kind of cool.
Now, Stu, do you? Ouchie, yeah, that's right. I'm loud now. Turn myself down a little bit. Do you bowl a lot in real life, Stu? Like, are you a bowler?
I used to bowl.
So you know something about how bowling's supposed to feel. And so is this better? Does this feel accurate?
It's better than Wii bowling.
Well, yeah.
The biggest issue with it is, and this is always the issue with any of these types of games, is that obviously there's no weight in your hand.
Right.
So when you bowl in real life, a lot of the bowling is determined by the weight of the ball you use, etc.
I gotta say, the person that we're looking at here, he's like chucking it. He's hurling it high. Like, I'm surprised he's not leaving dents in the lane.
He's not. You see, he's not lunging. I'm guessing he didn't pull a muscle in his buttock.
Yeah, there you go. Or she.
Yeah, he's not.
She, or they.
Or she. He or she. But it's good. And there's different bowling. Like I unlocked a new bowling venue, which was in space, and that was kind of cool.
Space bowling.
Bowling in space.
Yeah, bowling in space, and the Earth was revolving around. I'm guessing you were on the moon or whatever.
And I'm assuming that it's like gravity in the space station where you're bowling.
Yes,
because otherwise you'd be flinging the ball; it just goes everywhere.
Yeah. It's on the surface of the moon, so that was kind of cool. But physics-wise and the ball, etc., it does feel quite realistic.
Okay.
So I will definitely give it that. You can unlock balls as you go along, so you gain coins as you play, and you can unlock all these really cool balls. And there was one with there was one with like Andromeda just rotating inside it and stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Because obviously,
why not? Have some fun. Do something wacky.
Yeah. I like it. I was really impressed. Apart from injuring myself, I think it's a really good game.
Maybe if you,
I
hurt my sciatica.
It's really tickling me that you've actually managed to sprain your bum.
Look, I take my VR games seriously, man.
Yeah,
I do.
That's the title of the episode, by the way. Stuart's sprained buttocks.
No, I know what I'm going to call the episode.
All right, it's not a goatee.
No, broccoli burrito.
Broccoli burrito and sprained bum.
Yeah.
All right, so thumbs up on 4VR.
Yeah, bowling. Thumbs up on 4VR bowl, but I'm maybe going to do this guy's method, although he isn't really hitting very many pins.
He's got an 88 after 10 frames, so amazing.
It's not great.
Is this going to replace poker for like the communal game?
I was hoping I was going to mention it obviously to Chinny tonight, but he isn't here. But obviously my butt needs to recover first. I need to.
Susan, have you done
recovery.
VR? Is VR something that appeals to you?
Do you know, I've only ever done it at EGX, and I would like to do VR. At the moment, I don't think I can because I'm a bit disabled.
Gotcha.
But hopefully, once I get my strength back.
Well, just a minute. So why? Just out of interest, why do you think you can't do it? Because of the standing up thing?
The standing up thing, the moving around thing. I mean, at the moment, I can play on my Xbox, but that means I'm sort of sitting or kind of reclining, and that's okay. But I struggle even sitting at the PC to play games at the moment for any length of time. So, VR's a bit.
Well, the only thing I was going to say is there are quite a lot of sitting experiences in VR, so not everything's standing up.
I did ask that to somebody on the Discord.
Sit down on poker.
I'm not really a poker person.
Yeah, we can soon sort that
out. Don't be encouraging me into your dodgy ways.
We'll get you gambling before you know.
Gambling.
Flying around the climbing mountain game.
Yeah. But I totally would like to get on the VR thing. I mean, I remember the first time I saw it when they were, I would have been with you guys when we were doing EGX down in London.
They were like the original, like maybe the
Oculus
second
Rift,
version
wasn't
of
it?
the Oculus. So
and it was it blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, this is it. This is absolutely the future. And I loved it. So
I think it would be interesting for you to have a go now, because by God, it's changed a lot.
I bet it has, because that was a few years ago, wasn't it?
Resolution's just ridiculous now. It's so sharp.
Yeah. Oh no, I definitely would love to. Unfortunately, I think. Well, I'd also like one of the next gen Xboxes.
Do you know? I didn't
until today.
Yeah, do you know, I was sat watching it, right, and I'm thinking, and I know I'll be able to play a lot of these games on my PC anyway, so that's not a huge deal. But I'll be honest with you, I'm thinking, a Series S, sorry, I'm not too bothered about the Series X, but, just as a bit of an extra console because they're not as expensive and they're quite small and compact. And I'd only probably get the Game Pass thing anyway, so I wouldn't be too bothered about anything else. So.
Yeah, there was some good stuff on there.
Yeah, we'll come to that obviously later, but it was crossing my mind.
Yeah, I did. I was not really thinking about it too hard, but today I was like, oh, I really want one now. So yeah,
I just think
want
convenience
one and VR as well. So,
but VR, honestly, it's so good. It is. Every now and again, I kind of binge VR. It's a bit weird. I might not play it for a few weeks, and then I'll play loads of it. And then sort of go and play other stuff. But there's other stuff distracting me at the moment. That's the problem with me. I get distracted very easily.
You do, do you?
I do.
What are you talking about?
I'm afraid to say I do get very easily distracted with stuff.
I like showing stuff to my dad as well because my dad, although he's not particularly a gamer, he was always into his tech and he used to bring home computers. So back in the sort of early 80s, he would bring home computers. And so we had all sorts of PCs, I suppose they were, and we used to play games on them, and a lot of them were like text-based adventure or like your little 8-bit ones. They were, and the graphics was just shoddy. And now when I show my dad the way computer games look now, he's like, oh. So I'd really
sorry, what's he like?
I'd really love him.
I'm loving these sound effects.
I know, right?
Yeah. You see, it's a bonus. Right. So I'd love him to experience VR. I think it would just blow his tiny 74-year-old mind.
I'd actually love to meet your dad, and he'd go.
There you go.
Yeah, he probably would as well.
Just sounds
actually.
just like the impression I heard.
There you go.
Who knew? Duke, I mean, you used to bowl, didn't you? You used to properly bowl.
Yeah. I mean, I really like bowling. I wouldn't mind doing it again at some point. The problem was time. And I'd be interested in trying this out. I remember
I was just going to ask you, do you look at this and think, oh, this looks pretty cool?
I mean, maybe, yeah. Right before the pandemic hit, I found that library near me that has the VR headset to check out apparently, and I obviously didn't go do that during the pandemic. I might go do that this summer. I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to say never to anything, but
never say never. But the other thing I should have mentioned, which I didn't, is they've got licensed music in this game as well. So when you're in the original bowling alley, there's like rock and roll playing and stuff.
Hey.
So that's kind of cool because this is the first time I think I've heard any licensed music in any of the games really.
I got my nails done, hair done, everything did.
Is that one of the songs?
Yeah, that was totally it. You must have played it already.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was kind of cool. So yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, full VR, and I think it was
VR
only
bowling.
£20. Might have been £20, £15, £20.
Yeah.
So it's not going to break the bank, and like I say, it was pretty cool to play.
Yeah.
So there you go. Right, Duke.
All right. So a few weeks ago, I started playing Mass Effect Andromeda. I haven't played any more of that. This is not that story. But I unlocked some trading cards on Steam for it. And Teflon 12, who I don't know if we've heard from in a while, he showed up in my mentions on Steam going, hey, you want to trade for that card? And I was like, you can have it. I don't even care. He was like, all right, thanks. So the problem was I had switched over my phone and the Steam Guard didn't transfer over correctly or whatever. So I had to fiddle with it. And when you do that, it locks your trading, right? They don't want people doing all sorts of dodgy trading. So you can't trade for 2 weeks. So I was like, all right, Teflon, just so you know, I had to switch this thing up. It was fine. My account's fine. I was able to access my games. Everything was cool. But it was like, you can't trade for 2 weeks. I was like, okay. So I said, Teflon, look, this thing's going to expire. In 2 weeks, I'll holler at you. You can have the cards. He's like, all right, whatever. So this past week, I was like, hey, the thing expired. Let's do the trade now. And he set it up. And I was like, you can just have them. I don't want anything. And he was like, okay, thanks. And I was like, yeah, cool. And then he gifted me a game. And I was like, what? I was like, dude, I was just being nice, but you made it even nicer than nice. Now, I want to see if you can guess which game it is that I've been playing.
So it's not on is it on your list? Because obviously I've looked at the list.
It is not on the list. I had not updated the list because I was too busy looking at all the E3 stuff. So it's a game that a lot of people have played. It came out a couple of years ago. I don't know how many years, but it's a very popular game. Is
it a story game?
It is a story game, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, all right. Is it first person or third person?
Third person.
Third person.
Yeah.
Is it a shooty game?
Nope.
No shooting.
No shooting.
Ooh, no shooting.
Like an adventure game.
Yeah. It is an adventure game. It is a platformer.
A platformer. A third-person platform, so a 3D platform.
Actually, it's not. It's 2D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when you said first or third person, I was like, oh, I mean, technically it's third person since
neither. It's neither of those.
I mean, it's not traditionally video game third person, but since you are outside the main character, it's technically third person. But whatever. So, it's a 2D platformer.
Is it hard?
It's kind of hard, but I don't think that's what most people would describe it as.
Yeah, so it's not Celeste then.
No.
No. I have no idea.
Me neither. Not a foggy.
No clue. So come on, Duke, put us out of our mystery.
All right, I put something on the screen as a hint to say
something and the something.
Yeah.
Oh, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Hey, all right. SLH got it.
I got
it. So, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Well, you lied because that game is really hard.
Yeah, that's why I've never played it.
Well, I'm glad to hear people say that because I felt like I was being kind of a wuss by feeling frustrated by it. First of all, let's get this out of the way.
It's a hard game.
It is, first of all, but that's not the first thing you notice. The first thing you notice is this game is gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
It is
beautiful.
Absolutely lovely, which everybody knows. I'm not saying anything new here. It is, it's the little things. It's the attention to detail, and those things only take time and effort and training in order to figure out which bits matter and why, in order to make them happen. So you don't need a huge team to make a game work like this because it just, what you need is time. Like, you need to spend time. I mean, if you have people, then you don't need as much time. But anyway, yeah. So it is, the baddies respawn very quickly, which I actually don't really care for. I was frustrated by that. And there's quite a few cutscenes at the start of the game, so I was like annoyed by that. But as you go through the game, there's fewer and fewer of them, which is nice because, the main thing is the gameplay. And the gameplay is very good, but it is... I'd never heard people talk about how hard this game is. So when I was having trouble with it, I was like, and there's difficulty levels too. So I was like, I have it on normal. If I want to, I can set it to easy. But I'm doing okay with normal. The double jump arrived just in time. So I got to a point in the game where I was getting really frustrated. In fact, I think at one point I said, screw this, I hate this game. And then I got double jump and I was like, oh, so much easier now.
You see, but that's good pacing, isn't it? If it gives you just when you need it.
Right, exactly. And it makes me, I mean, the biggest frustration is that you 2 hits and you're dead. That's the thing that bugs me the most. Because, I don't know, I mean, whatever. Super Meat Boy is you touch one thing and you're dead. But I feel like you can save often, which is nice. I mean, you can save anywhere you want as long as you have a little blue dealie. But the fact, I would like, you should be building up more health balls. I would really like to have more health balls. There is a part where you have to, I don't know if y'all have played it, but you have to.
I've played a bit of it. The thing I heard the most about was some sort of tree level where you have to climb a tree or something, and apparently it's hideously hard.
Well, I think that's the part I'm doing now. Which it is pretty hard because that's the part with the projection. What you have to do is enemies will throw something at you. You have to press Y while it's nearby and then aim the arrow a certain distance. And then and the clock is ticking. You only have a second to do this. And then you fling yourself one way and the projectile goes the other way. And it's so hard to time it out. So that's annoying, and the other parts of the game aren't quite as annoying as that. So I'm actually really liking it in general, but I don't know. I hope they don't keep adding kind of silly little mechanics like that because that takes away from the fun of it.
No, I mean, generally, I've heard lots of positive things about it. And like I said, and most people don't view it as a negative, is just how difficult it is.
Right, and that's the thing that people are really... Yeah, exactly. People do like that hard as nails challenge, which is fine. That's not intended to be my thing, but that said, I do feel like it's solicitous enough to an extent. Now, when Teflon bought this game for me, he bought me the Masterpiece Edition or whatever, which is fine. Definitive Edition, which is what we're looking at, I guess. I don't really know what's different, except there's like more areas to explore. So when I look at the map, I'm like, oh, I don't know. That's the other thing. Is like it's not always totally clear where you need to go. Because there's different parts and different areas you can't access yet until until I got the double jump.
It's
I wasn't able to get to
Metroidvania type
right.
game.
And that was the other thing. I hadn't heard of it described that way, so I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. Which again, it isn't a bad thing. It's just I don't know. When I'm playing a 2D game, just like I want to go left to right. You know what I mean? Like I want to just go down to up or whatever it is. And when it's adding all these back and forth things, I'm just like, not my preferred way of doing it. But the mechanics and it feels like it's just doable enough for me to keep going with it.
Yeah. But that's good. Again, that's a good way for it to be, I guess.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah. And so I'm sticking with it. Well, I mean, who knows? Next week, maybe I'll come back and like, fuck this game. Or maybe I'll start by switching it to easy.
Possibly.
And we'll see where we go from
there.
I
think I will do that first before I gave up on it entirely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. So.
It's all about switching it to easy. I think I would have to, otherwise I just wouldn't bother.
Yeah, there's a part of me that's like, I don't want to switch it to easy, and I'm sure it's ego. I'm sure it's this weird masculinity in me, but it's like, oh, I'm a real man, finish it normal. It's like, who cares? Why not just switch it to easy? So we'll see. So far, I'm having fun with it. It is gorgeous, and big thumbs up. And by the way, I don't have much to say about Rocket League, but I will shout out the U2 crew. I doubt they're listening, but I played some games with a group that they were really awesome. And they actually dragged me up to Diamond again in threes on Rocket League. So Nervous, WGS, and Wyatt in the building. That was a lot of fun. So thanks to them. If they are listening, hey, what's up, friends?
There you go. Have you got anything else, Susan, that you played?
No, like I say, it's been a bit quiet this week. So just Sea of Thieves and a little bit of Minecraft. But I really need to start. I've got Game Pass, and there's a few things on there that I think, I really need to play that. But Minecraft just keeps pulling me back in.
No. I know, that's what happens, man. You've got the coke. The cocaine known as Minecraft.
I've got to go there. I've got to see my bees every day,
Yeah,
Minecraft.
Snort it. You got to snort that game.
Plus, there's a really nice load of people on the realm and stuff, so it's just nice to see what's going on. And they chat in the Discord as well. So yeah, it's just nice. It's nice, and that nice is just what I need right now.
Yeah. Just what you need. I've been back on the Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh my goodness!
I've not played this for a long time, right? And it had an update. It did this weird thing, right? So basically, what they've done is half the install size.
Okay.
So it used to, I think, God knows, compression technology. Who knows? So. It used to be about 120 gigabytes to install this.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's mahoosive, but they've cut it down to 78 gigabytes.
Okay.
But here's the thing: it basically reinstalled the entire game, so I had to reinstall 78 gigabytes, and it deleted obviously the old one once it had finished installing. It was really weird how it did it. So I ended up with critical memory on my PC because obviously it had the 120 gigabyte original install and then added an extra 78 gigabytes to that. I've only got a 500 gig hard drive.
Oh wait, it didn't remove the old install?
No, not until after it had installed.
Until after it was done. Okay, gotcha.
So once it was done, it freed up the memory, but it didn't free up the memory until it was done. So I'm guessing it had to transfer assets and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
While it was doing it. So it was very odd how it did it all. But anyway, it's done now. And I thought I only went on. I didn't go on for very long. I only went on for like maybe an hour at the most.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd pop on and have a because they've done the London update. So I thought, I'm going to pop on and actually have a look how cool London looks now. Because before it was unbelievably that, the capital city of a country and they couldn't be asked to, have proper buildings and stuff. And Buckingham Palace looked like a tower block or something. It was just weird.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll pop on. And they've done an incredible job. I mean, the Shard looks amazing. Tower Bridge looks incredible. Westminster, Big Ben. Weirdly, the London Eye isn't there, which I was quite shocked at. Because I thought that would have been in it, but it isn't. So they couldn't be bothered to put the London Eye there, even though it's been there since the, millennium or whatever. So obviously it's not a good enough landmark to get in the game.
Bastards.
But they've updated that, and I think they've updated Edinburgh and Glasgow and somewhere else in the UK. So they updated quite a few of the major cities to make them look cooler. So that was kind of cool. And then I thought, I wonder if they've updated anything around where I live. So I went, and Blackpool still doesn't have a tower. It's just a square.
No.
I know.
There's no big arrow pointing Stu's house.
No, it was rubbish, right? There was no Blackpool Tower. Like, if
there's no such thing as no Blackpool Tower. I mean,
well, there is in
what
this
Blackpool
game.
is, isn't there?
There is none in this game. There aren't even piers. So there's no piers. There's just like a little bit of stuff like just going into the sea where the piers should be, which is just weird. So yeah, that was kind of disappointing. I was like, ugh. Whereas like I've actually had a go of Google Earth VR, right? And this is how good that is. When they've actually done all 3D buildings for around like the most of Lancashire, which is really cool. And when you go to Blackpool, not only is the tower there, but you can read stuff on the comedy carpet, which is just incredible.
Dude.
Wow.
So they've obviously got these obviously highly detailed satellite photographs to base all this stuff on. And you can actually read some of the jokes on the comedy carpet when you go over it. It's just amazing.
Crazy.
But Flight Simulator, not so much. And my house still looks weird.
Yeah.
So they have all these really generic looking weird houses. So, but London's good. So there you go. So that's all I did really. I didn't really go anywhere else. I just thought I'd have a look at London and see if they'd updated anything round my gaff, but they hadn't. Have you got anything else, Duke? Any other games?
Well, we saw a trailer for the new Battlefield game. And that got me thinking about, Battlefield. I haven't played Battlefield 4 in a while, so I went back on that.
That's just how your brain works.
It is how my brain works. And Battlefield 4 is a great game. Like, I was playing a little bit, and like, I'm not good at my kill-death ratio in these games is never great, but I managed to capture some flags, and that's a good feeling. So I went back to play Call of Duty as well, and I don't know, there's this group in the lobby I was in, and they were just owning. So I'd spawn, die, and I was like, it's so frustrating. But on Battlefield, like, I can spawn and like go for a flag that they're not expecting me at, and then like sneak around, and I don't know. It's nice to have those options in terms of like where I'm going to go on the map. So anyway, there's not much to say about it, but Battlefield 4 continues to be an awesome game, and I am eager to see more about the new Battlefield game.
Ooh.
Yes, it looks rather interesting. I'll say.
It
But again,
does look good.
we will come to that soon. I played two other games. I played quite a bit of Resident Evil Village today. So I have now taken out 3 bosses. I've taken out three out of the 4. Well, there's 5. Okay. Sorry, there's like 4 mini bosses, and then obviously a final big boss that I'll have to fight. And I'm kind of, it's interesting how they paced the game.
Okay.
Because the first area you go to, like obviously Lady Dimitrescu's castle, takes quite a while. It's a big area. There's a lot of stuff you need to unlock. There's a lot of areas you need to explore. And it's like kind of one massive puzzle with lots of fighting in between and mini boss fights, and then like, obviously my last boss fight in that. Yeah. The other 2 since then that I've done aren't as long. I was kind of in like, but that's kind of a good thing. I think the pacing is pretty good. I played 10 hours.
Okay.
And I've done, like I say, I've done 3 out of the 4 mini, bosses, but not the big boss. Right. So I've only got 1 and the big boss to do. And it does seem like the first area was really long, and then the second area was quite short. And there wasn't really a boss fight, which was weird, which was just a bit weird. And they kind of did a bit more. It was kind of a bit like Alien Isolation. There was a lot of hiding in cupboards and stuff, which is not something they normally do in a Resident Evil game.
Yeah,
so
that's not what I think about when I think of Resident Evil.
Yeah, so something happens, you end up weaponless, so they take everything off you, and then it becomes like more of a survival horror game.
Right.
Which I actually quite liked. I like the fact that they're doing different stuff to what they normally do.
It's interesting to do a different change of pace, I guess.
Yeah, so rather than, you can no longer defend yourself, you've just got to... And there was a lot of quite interesting puzzles to do. So it was more focused on puzzle solving and surviving, and sort of hiding.
See, but I mean, doing those 2 things at the same time drives me nuts in games. Like, if I'm going to solve a puzzle, let me solve the puzzle. If I'm going to try to survive, let me...
Yeah, they did. They didn't. You weren't trying to solve puzzles whilst being attacked or anything like that, which is pretty good.
That's I can't, because there are games that do that, and that drives me nuts.
No.
Like I have to check the map and keep going and look around. I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing that.
When you actually solve the puzzle, that would trigger something.
Okay.
So that's the way they worked it, which was kind of cool. And again, I just cannot emphasize enough how beautiful this game looks.
Yeah.
It just looks incredible, and some of the scenery, even, and the other areas are kind of cool, and there's this running theme going through it, but they are distinctly different as well, which is great. I love the fact that everywhere has a different vibe to it.
Yeah.
So it is like the village is like your hub world, and then everything else is obviously branches off from that area.
Right.
And it's cool. There's just loads of stuff to find. I'm constantly finding stuff all the time. There's lots of secrets, and then what's kind of cool as well is they put stuff of interest on your map. So rather than having to try and discover stuff, you can see where some, like a treasure chest is, where you're going to get a new weapon or something like that, and you just have to. A lot of the time, like getting to areas in itself is a puzzle.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of the time you're actually trying to figure out how to get to places. You can see it on the map.
Yeah.
But when you're in real life, or not real life, but in the game,
yeah,
it's not always that straightforward to get there. It might just seem, a couple of 100 meters away, but you've got to go all around the houses to get to it.
Right.
So yeah, it's really, really good. It is standard stuff. There's been some super creepy moments. They do a good job of building tension. Suddenly all the bloody lights go off and it's pitch black, and you're like, shit. I know, yeah, I've got to run for my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. It's creepy as all hell. I like the story, and like I say, the characters are pretty cool. The bosses and stuff, and the character models, they all look really cool. This scene that you're seeing now on screen with all these what look like flies, played havoc with my PC.
Oh yeah.
I reckon it got down as low as probably about 15 frames a second when they were on screen. Okay. That does that needs some serious rendering.
Yeah.
But looks great. That's the only time that I've had any sort of issues graphically, is when they were on screen.
I like how this guy's shooting the fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do, but shooting flies isn't going to do much.
Do you know what
that thing with the chopsticks, like they do in
there you go, Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, you need a bloody lot of chopsticks. Do you know what this game does really, really well, right? And I hate it. It does it well, but I absolutely hate it. It makes you waste ammo all the time.
That is frustrating.
Because when the enemies, the moment you're about to shoot, they sway out of the way, or they bob their head, and it's just and you miss it, then you're like, shit. And every time you miss, it's a bit of ammo. Luckily on normal, it is pretty forgiving. You get loads of ammo, in boxes and crates and all that kind of stuff. And the Duke, like the shotman, very early on, you can afford to buy the sort of blueprints to make your own, craft your own ammo.
Right.
So that comes in really useful, because you're always picking shit up all the time.
Team Duke. Yeah.
Team Duke. And what they've also added now, and I haven't actually got any recipes as of yet, but I killed some piggies. So sorry, Susan. Killed some pigs to get some pig meat. And you can pick herbs and stuff, and then you can go to the Duke, and he'll actually make recipes for you. I don't know what you get, but I'm guessing it's something cool. But I'm hopefully the
pig
Duke
and herbs from the sound of it.
Yeah, pig and herbs. He's gonna cook me some stuff up, bacon. Cook me some nice crispy bacon. That's what he's gonna do. Get it on a bat with some tomato ketchup.
Your lips look like crispy bacon.
Crispy bacon.
Crispy bacon.
Crispy. But yeah, Resident Evil Village continues to impress. I don't think it's going to be my game of the year at this point in time, because It Takes Two is in the front seat position for that at the moment. But having seen the showcase thing today, I think there's some contenders there, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we'll have to see what happens. So anything else from you, Duke, or do you want to go on to my last game? Right. No, well, my last game. Now, this game has won over 90 game awards.
It's a very popular game. I have students recommending it all the time.
It's a very popular game, right? It's not, right? I'm going to start from the outset. It is not my type of game.
No, it is not.
Yeah, I do not play roguelites, you know, and I don't play any of that sort of stuff.
So why did you decide to play this one?
I'll be honest, right? I'm going on holiday tomorrow,
Yeah.
so I needed something to play on my Switch. So I was like, oh, I wonder what's on the Switch. So this is a Switch and PC exclusive, or was until today.
Okay.
So I was like, so I bought this before I even knew about the showcase thing. But anyway, the game I'm talking about is Hades, and people lose their shit over this game.
I'll be honest, I don't understand why my students are so in love with this. I mean, I understand that there's always occasionally games that come up that people love, but this one, I don't know. I don't see
this
it.
is the developer that made Bastion, which is obviously another highly acclaimed game.
Which
so
I also didn't go crazy over, so maybe it's
No, me neither.
But anyway, so here's the thing, right? I thought, well, I need something to play on the Switch. This was, I think it was 22 quid or 20 quid. So it wasn't hugely expensive, to be fair. It's quite for a 90 awards game of the year game. It's like, you know, it's I thought it was pretty reasonable. So I thought, right, I'm gonna get it. So I've not played a whole lot, but I have played probably the first 3 loops of playthrough. So basically the story of the game is you're this dude. I don't even know what he's called. That sounds terrible, isn't it? So you're a dude and you're in hell and you've got to try and get out of hell, and you're basically running around these areas killing stuff.
Yes.
And all the other gods are helping you, basically. So the gods turn up and they give you new weapons, or they give you a special power.
You are Zagreus, by the way, the son of Hades.
There you go.
Yes.
Son of Hades. That's who I am. Right. Son of Hades. And Hades keeps going, I don't know why you're bothering. And he's like, because I want to.
Because you're the anomaly in the Matrix.
You're the anomaly. But so far, I am actually enjoying it. I am enjoying it. The last playthrough, though, they gave me a bow and arrow. Wasn't too keen on that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Not too keen on the bow and arrow. Prefer the sword. And it might be that you can switch, but I just don't know how to.
I prefer a big sword.
Yeah, it
rather
doesn't
than a bow and arrow.
It doesn't do. There is no tutorial at all. It's just like you get in the game and you have to just figure out what stuff does, which I thought was a little bit weird.
I will say for these kind of isometric action games, distance weapons can be nice because the swords are good, but I do generally prefer swords. But a lot of times, especially if there's a whole bunch of monsters, it can be good to keep them at a distance.
It can and it can't with this game, because the trouble is a lot of the enemies, so you'll get a mixture of enemies. Some will do, as you can see, do ranged attacks, so they're firing these black purple fireballs at you.
Yeah.
And then some will just move fast, so you'll get some of the enemies and they'll just suddenly warp next to you.
Right.
So it's got a really, really effective dash mechanic that works really well. And as you get better in the game, it allows you to do like dash strikes and stuff like that. So when you do a dash in the direction of an enemy, it'll do a strike before you get there.
Right.
So the combat is really fluid. You know what I mean? It's super slick, super fluid, and I am quite enjoying that. Yeah. But each playthrough, you do gain abilities, so you can look in this mirror and sort of enhance stuff. Yeah. So there is a persistent element to it. It's not completely like start from scratch each playthrough.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, what a lot of rogue type games do normally is you start as a new character each time and all that kind of stuff. But this game, you just sort of, you know, slowly build up his stats through each playthrough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty good. And if you got enough cash, you can then buy a weapon to take in. So I'm liking it so far, you know, but like I haven't played really enough of it.
And it is an iterative game. It's the type of thing where people generally don't have an opinion until they do the loop a few times.
Yeah. I mean, people do. Apparently, the story is really good. The voice acting is excellent, by the way. So, you know, it's really all fully voice acted. It sounds great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really liked it. I'm quite impressed so far, and I'm going to try and play a ton of it while I'm on holiday this week. So.
Well, all right, that's a good way to enjoy your holiday with people you love. I'm going to stare at this the whole time.
I tend to wake up earlier in the morning, so I'll probably
I'm just playing with you.
Come down and play a bit of this or whatever.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm really, really liking it. I really like it. It's good stuff.
Cool.
So that being said, I guess we should get on to E3 so far, because we haven't had full E3.
We should.
And there isn't any Sony E3 this year, so we're not going to get anything from them anyway.
So it's all news all the time.
Putting news first.
So I thought we'd start out with Ubisoft, because that was yesterday, I think.
Yes.
Sorry, what was that, Susan?
Ubisoft. I was
Ubisoft.
I was just backing you up on that. Yes, Ubisoft.
Yeah. Ubisoft. So yeah, let's start with the one that actually I looked at and I thought, do you know what? That looks actually kind of cool. And that was Rainbow Six Extraction.
Rainbow Six Extraction.
So I don't know whether any of you have got to have a look at this, but it kind of it's like an alien invasion.
Aliens on a meteor or something.
Yeah. Because as we know, the original Rainbow Six Siege was just set in houses, and you had to sort of get people who were being held hostage or kidnapped or whatever out of the house, didn't you? And that's how it kind of worked. Whereas this is you have to rescue people from an exclusion zone by the look of it.
And you're investigating aliens. Like that's the other thing. Is like you're trying to plant trackers on swarm things and whatnot. And it's hard to say. Look. I remember Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2. Those are two of my favorite all-time shooters. Like, of all the gaming history, I put those up at the top. Like, Rainbow Six Vegas 2 is one of the best first-person shooters ever made, in my book. I think that Siege was a very different kind of game, and it's not my kind of thing. It's a much slower, it's much more sort of, I don't know, it's more close quarters combat, whereas
have you actually ever played? Have you played?
I played a little bit of it. I played some demo. They had the free weekend or whatever. And I mean, whatever. It is what it is, and it's fine. I feel like this is more of that because obviously they did very well with Siege. But I think it's and it's all about tactical and moving slowly. But then in the later levels, it's all out because things go crazy and you got to just blast everything. Yeah, it's an interesting direction. I did not expect them to go this way. I thought they would just do more Siege.
No, I think it does look kind of cool. I mean, is this something you've ever played, Susan, any of these types of games?
No, they don't really appeal to me too much. I just get so bored with shooter games. I really do. I'm more, I just get so bored of them. Just shoot. Get more ammo, shoot. So yeah, I like them, but in short doses. So no, I've never played any Rainbow Six, but I was kind of interested. This one was going to be called Quarantine originally. But
yeah, they had to change it.
Given the way things have been, they've had to change it. Yeah,
nice.
To Extraction.
It's a good job they weren't going to call it, I don't know, Rainbow Six Pandemic. That would have been
Pandemic. That would have been really quite scary. Yeah, so it does look good though. I quite like the look of it. But yeah, I think I probably would get bored of it. I'm more of an RPGer. I prefer a bit more character story. Character story.
Excuse me.
Wow.
You can tell they're using some of the techniques from Siege in this game, like breaking through walls and setting up the, reinforcement stuff. Like that's all from Siege.
Yeah, scouting the area and all that kind of stuff. It looks pretty good. But then the next thing up, Rocksmith Plus.
Yeah.
Now you can learn acoustic guitar or electric guitar, and you can meet up with people afterwards and play together. Jam it out, man. You can jam out with the people after you've learned to play. I don't know. I've always wanted to learn to play guitar, right? So I'd be kind of interested in this, to sort of see if it works. Can you actually learn to play a guitar in a video game?
Why not?
Is that a thing? I don't know.
Why not?
I
like the fact that you can learn stuff in video games. There's like I think I was reading about Valhalla that they were going to do some kind of Viking kind of history educational thing, which I thought was really cool. And that's kids learn like that, don't they? I'm sure they do. Rather than just book learning. So yeah, why not? I would.
I mean, it's going to be a subscription service now, so it's changing. So it's no longer just buy a game and then buy songs.
Right.
You'll pay a monthly subscription to learn to play the guitar, basically.
I mean, that's cool. I feel like this is less of a video game than it is a tool for learning, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't think I would get into this because my ability to do the thing would be so meager that I would not want to try to keep up with the song so much as I would want to like play scales or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. And also,
I think they can slow it down though. Apparently the songs, they said you can slow it right down so that you can learn the songs, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, not that I'm ever going to learn to play guitar. I think I tried once at school and I don't have a musical bone in my body, so
See,
it's not going to
my
happen.
problem is my hands are too small. I don't have long enough fingers. And I know you can still play guitar with short fingers, but it's a lot more difficult. So that's my issue. It's hard for me to get the chords because my hands are so small. But yeah, no, that's just the way it is, I guess.
I wonder if Antonio would be into this.
I don't know. I'd be interested to see.
I bet Chinny would shred it up, man.
Do you remember the original Rocksmith? And it came with that weird guitar peripheral that had strings and everything on it.
Oh yeah.
But now
it was probably trying to do this back in the day, and then they're like, "Oh, we can actually do it now."
Yeah, now you've actually got to go out and buy a real guitar if you want to learn. So fair enough. Next one up was Riders Republic. Riders Republic, which is this kind of massive sort of adrenaline rush game with mountain bikes and stuff, snowboarding, gliding, rocket-powered jetpacks. And racing all across the globe, apparently.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it feels like the games with cars and, ride and that, now they're just going, okay, what else can we have in there other than cars?
Yeah, it is weird. Ubisoft continually seem to want to push this sort of game. I mean, because they did The Crew and The Crew 2.
And they did Steep.
And they did Steep, and now it's this, right? I mean, it wouldn't shock me if this isn't the same developers who did all those other types of games.
And then just add more weird vehicles.
Whichever Ubisoft studio that may be.
I just can't imagine.
It does look fun, I guess.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many games that have pieces of this that having a whole game for it just seems, I don't know, weird.
It just looks like mayhem, I watched the trailer and I'm just there's just stuff going. I think like if you had some sort of condition where you couldn't focus on stuff much, this would be
it's for the 88 HD crowd.
This is like a game version of that. It's just constantly changing all the time. It's just mental.
It looks like an interesting, So I feel like it's like Steep, but with more options of how you do stuff.
And it's very arcadey. I mean, this is not going for simulation at all.
Right.
This is just
I don't know
how
that Steep really was,
crazy.
but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, how crazy can we make it?
Yeah. And just all like it, Oh God, I'm getting a headache with the colors and.
I know.
Yeah, it's a bit busy, isn't it?
And, you're on a bike.
That's what I
mean.
There's just so much going on.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, whatever.
Mountain bike.
Hey, if people are into that, that's cool. I just, yeah.
Do you imagine playing this in VR, man? Dude. Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Dude, I would just like, it would, you just, like your ears would start bleeding or something.
And I feel like it's, so, I don't know, there's so few clues about where you're supposed to go on that bike path that we just saw that I would just be growing nuts. I'd be wiping out over and over again. And it's like, give me some more indications of where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, man, but you got to learn the route, man.
Well, that's the thing. You got to do it 10 times and then you'll feel like a badass. I'm like,
yeah, then you'll be a badass because you'll know which way to go.
I want to play a video game because it allows me a shortcut to feeling like a badass.
Hey, man, but you can just freestyle, man. You don't need no route. You can just pick your own route, man.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I suspect we're not really the target audience.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely not.
I think we're maybe a little bit too old.
Why is there a dude with a stuff on his back of his bike? What is that?
Cause being wacky.
Cause why not, man?
Why not, dude?
I want to stick a wheelbarrow on the back of my bike.
A jetpack on my wheels.
Yeah, because that's going to make it go faster.
Yeah.
And when I crash in a cliff face, I will definitely die.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks all right. But it's not my thing. I don't think I'll be rushing out to buy this when it comes out. But I'm sure people will love it.
Well, looks like there's lots going on.
There's some like upcoming content for Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
No.
Trailer for the Werewolves Within movie.
What?
Which is because obviously they did a game and now they're making it into a movie.
Okay.
Coming out on June the 25th and streaming on July 2nd or whatever. Far Cry 6, which was also featured at Microsoft. So we'll talk about that later when we get to that. Mario plus Rabbids 2.
What?
Or something. So
I mean, I saw this trailer and I was just like the whole time, like that really was what I wrote down. Like what? Like there's no indication of what the hell it's even about. Like what you're gonna be doing.
It's just Mario plus Rabbids, isn't it?
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the massive, big, well, not massive, but the big announcement was Avatar. So they're making an Avatar game,
Yes,
Frontiers of Pandora,
Right.
and it does look right. I've got to be honest, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it does, but there's so little we can tell from a game based on these panoramas of weird creatures and unusual alien worlds.
But it also just like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Well, exactly.
It's just that, but the animals are real.
That's the thing, is that, I'm sorry, people. I know I'm a broken record when it comes to E3, but I have to say it because it is the truth.
Don't believe the hype!
There's they spend half the trailer showing you these panoramas and these vistas and these weird creatures, and that's fine. That does look cool. There's there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're thinking I gotta get this game because of all these cool worlds, what are you actually doing? Well, we see halfway through some gameplay, and it looks like there's spaceships shooting at the monsters, and then you're riding a monster, hitting them with a bow and arrow. Okay, fine. If you're into that, it's like Ark, fine. Ark plus Horizon Zero Dawn. Go for it. But just know that that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks all right. I mean, it's going to be open world, obviously, and it's very colourful. But I don't think it's going to break any new ground or do anything new, I have a feeling, right, you're going to have to climb to the top of a tree to unlock more of the map. I'm just saying, I'm putting that out there right now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
At some point, there's going to be a lot of icons. I'm predicting lots of icons on your map.
I think you're probably right.
And there's lots of climbing shit. Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be fine. Again, I don't think I'm going to be that interested in it, but who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
What about you, Susan? Is this something you might be interested in?
I don't know. I suppose it depends what the gameplay's like, really. I mean, like Juice says, you watch these kind of beautiful panoramic views and everything, but is it anything different than what we've already seen? No, probably not. Apart from the people are blue.
The people are blue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the film. The film was okay.
Yeah, it was all right.
But yeah, it would have to have a really good story, I think, and some decent gameplay for me to want to actually invest in it. I think at the moment it looks pretty, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna. Yeah,
hit the spot.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many other things competing, isn't there, for your attention? Yeah. You can only play so many games, and if you're like me, I like playing games and playing them properly all the way to the end rather than hopping about. So it would have to be something special for me to get into it.
Yeah, I don't know. Right, let's move on to Microsoft. And unfortunately, I've not put the light on here today, so I can't read what I've written. Can't read my notes, but it's fine. I've even made notes, which is unlike me. I don't usually make notes because I
made notes, and it went on for pages because there was so much
it went on for bloody hours. I was just like, is this going to finish?
I was expecting about 6 games, and there were 30 games.
I mean, it is impressive. Don't get me wrong, but I was losing attention about halfway through. But hey, let's start with the what the fuck moment, okay? Which was the beginning, the Starfield thing. I'm like, what the fuck was the point of that?
Yeah,
because it's making you go, what? Huh?
It's Starfield. What? Oh, there's a woman in a spaceship. Oh, that's it.
That's it.
I was like,
well, what do you want?
I want to know what the fucking game's going to be. Is it RPG, which I'm assuming it is? Is it going to be set on a planet? Are you in a ship traveling from planet to planet? Who the fuck knows?
Just let your imagination go wild for a little while.
And
it's in space.
And then a woman came on, right? And I was distracted by her jeans. I don't know whether you noticed this.
What?
So this woman then comes on to present the next bit, and her jeans had a button in a weird place so that a fly was at an
Why
angle.
Are you staring at someone's crotch, Stuart?
Well, it drew my attention because of fly.
I didn't notice that.
I was like, if you were a bloke, you're not getting your willy out of that. It's coming out sideways. What's all that about?
I don't pay a lot of attention to people's crotch. Yeah, exactly. It's not something of a concern for women.
Part of me wondered was, had she lost weight and moved the button?
I doubt it.
I think you're spending way too much time fixating on this woman's pants.
Yes.
It was just like, I was just like, why are her jeans wonky? Her jeans are wonky. I don't know.
You need help. You do.
Yeah, you do.
Help.
I know. Anyway, so that distracted me. Then something good happened.
Yeah.
Something good happened. Because Stalker 2 looks flipping amazing. I was just
Stalker
like...
2. I never played Stalker 1. I feel like I ought to go back and try Stalker 1 before I get to Stalker
1
2.
is a difficult game.
Well, that's what I
just
hear.
to put it out there. I played it not that long ago, actually, and it hasn't aged well. It still looks pretty cool for its time, from when it was made, but it's a bloody hard game. You get killed a lot in that game. I think this will be a lot more accessible. I really liked how they did the trailer with the flashbacks.
It's good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was really impressed with the way they presented it. I'm like, yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
It looked in-game engine, so it looked like actual proper gameplay. What the kind of thing we're going to see. It might not look quite as pretty, but it looked fine. I'm like, yeah, I like this. I like the weapons. I like the lightning weapon, man. That looks so cool.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to.
More of your favorites.
Set in Chernobyl.
More shooters.
Yeah, more shooters. Yeah, but this was Chernobyl, which looks really cool. So yeah, I quite kind of liked that vibe about it. I thought, ooh, because I watched the Chernobyl series, and now I'm all about Chernobyl.
So So I'm assuming you're not. Are you aware of the first game? Because that's obviously set in Chernobyl as well. Yeah. So
no.
It's actually called Stalker: Shadow of Chernobyl. So that's the title.
Yeah, and this one's called Heart of Chernobyl.
Heart of Chernobyl.
It does look quite kind of cool. I liked the sort of atmosphere. I thought the trailer was really cool. Like you say, they were all sort of sitting around a campfire talking about his mission and that. It looked interesting. It's the sort of thing I'd probably, if it's on Game Pass, I think it's on Game Pass, isn't it? Yeah,
everything.
Game Pass.
Well, I was just going to say what we should say.
Game Pass
literally every
one.
game is on Game Pass. So every game on here is on Game Pass.
Yeah. So I think 20 of them they said were going to be Game Pass day one.
Yeah.
27 of them are Game Pass. So yeah, this was going to be Game Pass day one. So I probably would download it and check it out and see what I thought. And if it was too hard, then I would run away because I'm not good at hard games.
I hope they make it a bit more accessible because the first game was really difficult. There was a lot of stuff you had to do and crafting and scavenging and all that kind of stuff, and it did not make anything easy for you. You had to sort of head out on scavenging missions and you would just get attacked by everything. So there's like mutant wolves and all sorts of crap attacking you all the time. Limited ammo, really hard. I mean, I nearly lost everything that I had just trying to clear out a building with some enemies in to get stuff. I'm hoping this one's a little bit more accessible, but it looked great. And then, right, and I feel like this game being on and this following it did it a disservice because Back 4 Blood looks so old.
Yeah.
I look right. Don't get me wrong, the cutscenes look great, but flip me. When I saw the gameplay, I'm like, it just looks like Left 4 Dead.
Well, but that's not a problem for me. I love Left 4 Dead.
I think it's just Microsoft's version, isn't it, of Left 4 Dead? I mean, the fact it's even got the figure 4 in the middle of it is, it even mentioned Left 4 Dead in the trailer.
I mean,
it's made by the same developers. It's Turtle Bay or Turtle Rock or whatever.
It's just like Microsoft's version of it. So, yeah.
I think they were making this before that, though. Turtle Rock were already making this before Microsoft took it on as an exclusive for Game Pass and stuff like that. So this was already in the making with Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
But they obviously paid some cash over and went, hey, can we have this day one? But the game, it just looked, I don't know. I looked at it and I was like, wow, after seeing how amazing Stalker looked, this just doesn't look that great. It looks a bit cartoony.
I don't mind
the
that
gameplay
at all.
will be fun, hopefully.
This is much more appealing to me than Stalker.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know that's partly because I've had so many great sessions playing Left 4 Dead with people, and I'm hoping that this brings that back. But I mean, we'll see. Who knows?
They say Ian Williams just mentioned in the chat that you get a few people on there playing with you. Yeah. It's not really about what it looks, is it?
Yeah,
it's about
it's
about the fact that it's a multiplayer.
Well, everything for Stu is about how things look.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Minor
aesthetics is everything, man. It's
Stuart,
everything.
Stop whining about minor aesthetic details.
But you know what? It could be a lot of fun with a bit of luck. So hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I am trying to stay positive that it's going to be good.
This is you trying to be positive. It looks.
I know.
Yeah, but you like Left 4 Dead, though.
Oh, I loved
don't
it.
you?
I love that. I'm Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
I love them both.
So shut up and be happy.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy this once you get on it. You know,
Yeah,
you
you
get a
will.
good gang on
Or
with
I'll
you.
bash your head in.
You'll enjoy it. Yeah.
But yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. So
Yes.
I'm fingers crossed. It should be fun. Yeah. So the next one coming out, we've talked a little bit about already, is the Sea of Thieves Captain Jack expansion pack. They're adding a campaign with a story and everything. So you're gonna get a full-on story.
Linked in with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So it looks really fun. I think it'll be fun. Because I think one of the criticisms of Sea of Thieves is that it can get a bit samey, that, you know, unless you've had the campaign part of it, they've got these like tall tales that you can go on as a story type game into it. But there, I think this is like obviously a definite story. It's just another arrow, isn't it, really, in the quiver.
Sure.
So is it? I don't know whether you know this. Is it Johnny Depp doing the voice or whatever, or is it just some
I
generic
don't
person
think
trying to be-
so. It didn't mention Johnny Depp.
It didn't sound properly right. It sounded all right, but it just didn't quite sound like
I don't
him.
think it is, and I think Johnny Depp's a bit toxic at the moment, isn't he? So potentially they wouldn't have got him on anyway.
It's certainly expensive. Like, what the heck? I can't imagine them choking up the dough for that.
You're joking. Microsoft had just thrown money at everything, though.
They really are.
Money falling out of their arse, man.
And this is a Disney tie-in, so yeah. No, it looks really cool. I think I'll probably have a go at this because I like I say, I'm probably going to carry on playing Sea of Thieves. I like the whole pirate aesthetic. It's definitely more me than I like pirates. I like medieval typey stuff rather than space age or war games or whatever. So yeah, pirates. I'm all about.
I must
pirates.
admit, I do think it's a cool tie-in, to team up with Disney and get the Pirates of the Caribbean. Because why not?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It just makes sense, doesn't it?
Go for it, dude.
Sorry, Duke, I did miss one, and I saw the start of the trailer, and I'm like, I've missed that. Contraband.
Yeah, I have a list of, I have this website that has them all collected here, and they're in a different order, but that's fine.
Contraband. This looked cool. Again, second coolest trailer of the show, I would have said, but it gives us no idea of what the hell it is at all. But it was proper cool. Love the music. Love the way, again, it was sort of styled.
Well, that's the thing, is that, like, great. I think if we talk about like what makes a good movie trailer, it doesn't necessarily tell you much about the story of the movie. It just piques your interest. It gives you something to talk about. And that certainly is what game trailers are trying to do, is like catch your interest and like get the press humming. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say.
Again, I love the fact that everything was just stopped. When you get to the dude in the car, there's just all the sparks in midair from whatever he's doing, which I thought was super cool.
It certainly makes us wonder.
Yeah, I'm assuming you might be some sort of drug trafficker
smuggling.
or something. Yeah, smuggling stuff. I mean, there's like a map on the table that we can see here, and it's like some sort of job. So I don't know. I thought it was a really, really interesting trailer. It says it's a co-op game, so I'm guessing
co-op open world.
It gives you hints. It just gives you hints of stuff. I'm guessing you've got a plan. You've maybe got to like build the sort of car you're going to use, maybe with different stuff on it to pull off whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't know. We just don't know.
No,
we're guessing it's some sort of smuggling drugs, booze, treasure.
Yeah.
It just looks good. It just looks cool. I'm kind of interested. Count me interested. I mean, an Avalanche, they've not done anything since Just Cause, have they? Have they done anything else?
Yeah, well, that's what it says. A heist game from the Just Cause team.
So I don't know. I am interested. Interested. Next, there was a very quick Yakuza Everything's coming to Game Pass, from what I could gather.
Okay.
Including the newest one, the Way of the Dragon, or whatever it's called.
Like a Dragon.
Oh, Like a Dragon. Do you know what, right? I've not been interested in that game because it's obviously a JRPG now with the fucking proper combat and all that stuff. So I'm not that bothered about that kind of combat. But I've got to say, I watched the trailer and I'm just like, there's so much ridiculous stuff in that trailer alone. I'm like, maybe I do want to play this game.
It did look quite funny.
It's just ridiculous.
I've never played any Yakuzas, but
like there was a bit right where there was a girl using 2 phone handsets as nunchucks, and I'm like, why not? Why not? I'm just, as soon as I saw that, I was laughing. I'm like, yeah, nunchuck phone. I like it.
Sure.
So everything's coming, and I don't know. Maybe I do want to play this game. I just
you like
don't
your
know.
Yakuza games?
I love them, but I've never. It's just held no interest for me.
Yeah.
And then I watched this trailer, and I've never really watched a lot of it, even. You know what I mean? Trailers of gameplay or anything.
Right.
And then I saw this, and I'm like, it just looks funny and as ridiculous as every other. I mean, the fact he's got bloody lobsters.
I mean, this is Japanese Saints Row. Let's just be honest. Like, this is what is.
Yeah. I think like the Yakuza games were always a bit silly in places, but this one seems to have taken it to a whole new level of stupidness.
They're leaning into it.
Oh yeah, they're definitely going right. Let's make Saints Row in Yakuza.
Yeah.
Because that's just crazy. So that looked pretty good. And, you know, if it does come to Game Pass on PC, I might give it a go. Or, you know, if I have actually caved and bought a Series S, I might play it on there. And then next, right, I'm not a big Battlefield fan, but flip me, this was epic.
It's epic, but again, like, what the hell are we even seeing? It's the tornado, and it's a lot of murder. I feel like this was a lot of murder. That was the main thing we saw.
A lot of murder.
A lot of murder.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, what is war, right? Okay, fine. So it's not like I can complain about that from a Battlefield game. I just feel like what I love about Battlefield isn't the same thing that everyone else loves about it. So the fact that they're including tornadoes, okay, I just think of...
Well, it's saying the future, isn't it? It's like, shit's gone down, man.
Well,
shit's gone
that's
2042.
Yeah, but that's different from the whether it's fun or not. The point is, there are some games. There's a Battlefield game, I think it was 1 or something, and it was like, there's a sandstorm. And, like, you can't see anything. And you just sit there and wait for it to go by. And I worry that it's going to be like that with the tornado.
But you know what, though, right? They went, all those games with 100 players. Well, we're going to have 128.
That part is fine. I like that.
128 players.
I want to know about, like, anti-tank, anti-plane weaponry.
I'm wondering, right? And they haven't said it's a Battle Royale game. But is the sand thing the enclosing circle in the Battle Royale?
Maybe, but I think I mean, you know, look, we know what Battlefield's main draw is, and it's conquest, and it's great. I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, I'll probably get this. I really like the Battlefield games. As you know, I can't stop playing Battlefield 4. I just, you know, the thing that bugs me is that they tend to tweak things to the point where they take what I love most and they take it out. Like the last Battlefield game, Battlefield 5, had no spotting of enemies, which that's always been one of my favorite things in Battlefield, is to be able to help my team and say, hey, there's a dude over there, take him out, you know, and if I can't get him, somebody else will, and I get I'll get a few points for that. Now, look, this part where you're like rappelling between buildings, that's awesome. I've long wanted
It is
that.
awesome.
So that's great, and I'm not trying to diss on the whole thing. I'm very excited about this in many ways.
It looks very vertical.
Well,
it looks
yeah,
like there's going to be a lot of vertical
and again, like,
gameplay.
right, and that's a beautiful thing because that's been something that's really they've experimented with a little bit in 4. In 1 and 2, they couldn't really do it because it's World War I and World War II, respectively. But now they're leaning in, and I think that's a good thing.
Enormous skyscrapers.
Yes, and I think that's a great thing. Now, I say that,
great.
but when
I'll
I
be
start
honest.
playing it and I get sniped from someone 2 skyscrapers away and I'm on the ground like, motherfucker, then I won't be so happy about it. But
And you're in a squad of 4.
And then you go into space, I guess. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started with
I
the
thought it
squads.
looked. I like the just near future setting. You know, you can obviously tell it's
totally.
futuristic, but it's not.
Well, and this has always been the best thing that they've done, right? They did Bad
Isn't
Company.
this it? Didn't
Bad
they do a
Company 2, they did
2042
one-
before?
Yeah, well, they did like a 2079 or something.
I knew there was a 20-something.
Yeah,
so
there was a
like
futuristic
a
one back in the day, but it was like way futuristic. So it was like mechs and stuff. And I think this is tastefully in between. So
yeah, it looks great.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna play it, but count me impressed. Right,
I'll say
I'm never
this too.
gonna play this game.
The other thing about Battlefield games is like I'm a weird person to be into these games because I am a foot soldier in a game where most people are trying to get in a tank, trying to get in a chopper, trying to get in a plane, trying to get in a, you know what I mean? They're always into the vehicles. And I'm just like, I'm going to be on the ground. I will have an anti-tank rocket with me. And hopefully I can take that tank out. So.
Yeah. It does look cool. It looks very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is one of my hopefully potential game of the years.
Go on.
Okay, which potential game, which is 12 minutes.
This was the one I was really interested in.
Yeah, I mean, I've been since the very first time I saw it. You know, I've been interested in this game. The only reservation I've got, and I don't know how this is going to work, but they reckon a playthrough of the game will take you about 9 to 10 hours. Oof. So it's going to take a long time. So you're going to have to play out this 12-minute scene around 40 to 50 times to get to the end. And I don't know whether that can totally hold your interest for that long of a time to do that same. And I know there's going to be lots of different things you can do and stuff, but I'm very intrigued to find out how that's going to work.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks super, super cool.
I'll say this. Annapurna is one of those developers that has a good track record. Or a publisher, I guess. They did that Gorgonola game, whatever it's called, which was very creative, very innovative. And I think, they don't tend to bet on crappy things. So I'm curious to see more. But I share your reservation.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's got some bloody amazing actors in it. It's got Willem Dafoe in it. It's got James McAvoy. And I can't remember who's playing. Yeah. So there's got three top actors playing the parts. Obviously, they're going to really do good stuff, hopefully. I mean, and the script must have just been enormous to do, 40 or 50 different scenes in this one apartment.
Yeah.
But I'm intrigued to play it. And it's, all the stuff I've read in previews and people that everyone's just like, I just wanted to play more. When the demo was over, I just wanted to keep going.
It's a good sign.
And it's out on my birthday.
Yay. Is it? Is that when?
Yeah,
we haven't really
my birthday.
mentioned dates. We should have done. So Back for Blood, by the way, is October the 12th. So that's out this year.
Yeah.
Contraband, not a clue. Stalker is the 28th of April 2022. So that's next year. Starfield supposedly, tentatively, is the 11th of the 11th, 22. So that's when that's coming out.
They did release Skyrim on the 11th, whatever year that came out. So.
Yeah, Battlefield 2042 is the 22nd of October this year, so that's coming out then. And 12 minutes is the 19th of August. So
it's interesting.
That long.
Battlefield 2042 might be the first game in a long time I get on day one. I can't remember the last game I bought on day one.
Yeah, that would be interesting for you, dude.
Yeah.
But 12 minutes. Count me excited.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope it just lives up to my expectation. I really do.
Me too. Of all of the things that I saw, this was the one that was like, ooh.
Have you seen this before, Susan? Is this the
no,
first time
I haven't. This was the first time I'd laid eyes on it, and I instantly thought, oh, that's just my type of thing.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, this 12-minute loop, and you just have to stop yourselves from being killed, I guess, is the aim of the game at the end. To actually find the solution to not dying. So who knows? Groundhog Day, but a thriller. I like it. I like it. Psychonauts 2 was next. I know people absolutely love this game, but I just looked at it and was just like,
Well, I mean, this had a crowdfunding campaign in 2016. So
wow, is that how long ago that is?
Yeah. I mean, the people are going to get excited about it because they've been waiting long enough. And I expect
the first one was out years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's probably building on that, nostalgia and love from back in the day, and it's like whatever it is, it's more Psychonauts, so I'm gonna be loving it.
It looks cute. It does look cute.
It does look cute.
I don't know. It's just I don't guess it's my.
It certainly
kind of
is something a little
really.
different. I mean, it's not your standard shooter game. So head exploration, whatever that means.
Yeah. Cranium content.
Yeah, it feels like it's kind of I don't know, Little Nightmares realm in terms of exploring the.
It does look cool. I mean, I love the visual and art style and how cool it all looks. But I don't know. I'm not convinced at the moment. But this could be a shocker, a bit of a surprise. This could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fallout 76 story campaign.
Next.
So what do you think?
Next.
Steel Rain.
Oh, stop.
The Pit.
What the hell?
The
They got
Pit.
some
No.
nerve putting this
No.
up as like new content. It's like fucking DLC for an MMO. Like, I don't even understand why this is a thing.
Because it's because it can.
First of all, if I want to play the Pit, I'll go back to Fallout 3. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. 76 is what it is. Sorry, go on. Just let's keep going.
Next one up is potentially another game of the year, in my opinion. Totally game of the year going on here. And that is Party Animals.
Oh, yeah.
The hell?
Nothing about this.
It's basically an arena battler by the look of it. With
furry
crazy
creatures.
physics and furry creatures with, I don't know, dark guns and shit. I mean,
It did look like a load of fun.
It did look like I was actually joking about the game of the year thing, but that aside, this just looked ridiculous. They were fighting on top of a bomber, a stealth bomber plane.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the hell? And the physics look just mental, absolutely mental.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this could be fun. This could be a great sort of community game to play, I think.
I think this looks like, I don't know, the next what was that game that Chinny was into for like a month?
Gang Beasts. It looks a bit like Gang Beasts.
Yeah, I guess maybe. I don't know if that was it. But anyway, like, I think it'd be cute for a little while, but I don't know that it has staying power for me to be like a game
Human
I'll play
Fall
again and
Flat's
again.
another one of those types
exactly.
of games.
Right.
Yeah.
But it does
look
look
like
funny.
fun.
It does look
But
funny.
it could be
and
fun. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does look quite interesting. But yeah, these games tend to do well, don't they? They come out and they do well.
Sure.
And I like that again. I thought the trailer was great. You know exactly what this game's about.
Sure.
It just made me laugh. And I was like, yeah, it could be funny. I mean, there's one they're chucking one on a fire, which was kind of cruel, but funny at the same time. Yeah. And I think it's going to be quite creative in what you can do.
It's a weird juxtaposition between these cutesy animals and like smashing each other in the head and like, throwing you in a furnace.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point. It's a bit, what was that burr game where you had to murder everyone as a burr?
Oh, yeah. God, what was that called?
What was it called? And you had to
Goose
sneak
game?
around and...
Is that the Goose Game?
No, there was years ago, there was a burr game and you had to use this... Yeah, you was like kind of a cute, cuddly bear and you went around killing everybody.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was it. That reminds me of this, kind of.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I think that the good thing about a lot of these, obviously they've been on Game Pass, is that you can download them, play them, and if it turns out that it's a doozy, you can just go and just delete it. You don't actually have to invest a lot of money into it or anything. So
FNK says Psychonauts 1 is on Game Pass now, so if anybody hasn't played it, you want to check that out, you can see it.
There you go.
Thanks, FNK.
Yeah, someone's mentioned Forza Horizon 5. We'll come to that because flip me anyway.
Oh my goodness.
More driving.
Somerville alien invasion type thing. I have no idea what the hell.
Yeah,
this was.
It looked
kinda
like
cool.
Limbo to me. It had that
Yeah,
kind of Limbo-esque kind of, bit weird though.
Yeah,
A bit like Limbo.
A bit like Limbo. It did look kind of cool, I must admit. I was like, I think that's the thing as well with this showcase. There's been quite a few like little trailers where you're not really sure what the hell it's about, but it just looks cool. This obviously looks very... Go on, sorry.
Well, the studio Jump Ship was apparently formed by former members of Playdead who made Inside and Limbo, so...
Is that true? I didn't know that. That's
according to Ars Technica, yeah.
See, Susan picked up on that straight away.
Good job.
Yeah, it did look like Limbo.
Yeah.
But it does look very story-driven, and I like the art style. This is probably my kind of game.
Well, that's the thing is that, like, this I think...
Cool.
Right. And Inside, this looks like it shares Inside's ability to tell a story in ways that are not based on, like, you're about to die every second of every minute. It's like, let's run through the worlds. Let's experience some stuff in ways that don't involve, like, being on the brink of death every second of the game. So I like that.
I love the mystery. I like the fact that he's just like obelisks, just like, like suspended in the sky doing nothing.
Yeah.
And you're like, what does that mean? What's going on here?
Yeah.
And I like the mystery. I do like it. There's not a lot else. We don't know when it's coming. There was no real date given or anything.
Yeah.
So it looked good though. I'm definitely excited for this whenever the hell this comes out. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then we got all the Halo stuff, which went on for ages.
Halo Infinite.
It was an
And
infinite
the
trailer.
It was an infinite trailer. Yeah.
Bloody hell, no, it's like this is happening now, and you'll be able to do this. The only thing that I thought was quite cool is that they're doing the multiplayer for free, so you don't have to even buy the game to play the multiplayer. Which a lot of developers seem to be doing that now, don't they? They're doing the sort of giving you the multiplayer for free to play.
Sort of. What other games are doing that?
I don't know. There was definitely some others. There's been a few. Battlefield Warzone.
Call of Duty Warzone.
Call of Duty Warzone.
Yeah, but that's the battle royale. That's different from multiplayer.
But it's still a multiplayer for free, isn't it? When they normally charge for it.
Yeah, I wish they would make a. I mean, look, if they released a Call of Duty Team Deathmatch standalone for $5, I would buy it every freaking year. I mean, I buy the whole game most years and only ever play the Team Deathmatch. So again, I'm not the target market. I'm a weirdo. But anyway, so the fact that this free multiplayer, I don't know. I've never been into Halo's multiplayer. There's too much reliance on the weird weapons and stuff. No scoping.
It's good fun. We've had a few good play dates.
And even I've played this one. I don't really like multiplayer games.
Yeah, G40 used to have good Halo play dates.
Yeah, rocket races and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. And then we got some weird Diablo 2 update with 8-player.
It's resurrected, man. They're remastering it, dude. Oh my god.
I was okay then.
I remember playing it a lot. It is a great game, but I don't think it's going to stand up. I don't understand. I think there's hype because they're bringing back something from long ago. And again, it's nostalgia. But I don't think it's going to be satisfying for people.
Yeah, it's fine. It's Diablo. What are you going to do? It's more Diablo. I played Tale 2, though. I loved the first game. I feel like this is not an underrated game, but I don't feel enough people played it because the original game is great. I had it for ages and just never got around to playing it. And then I played it, and I played it literally and played nothing else until I'd finished it.
Yeah.
Which is good for me because you know how easily I get distracted.
Yes, you do.
So the fact that a game held my attention long enough to make me play through all the way to the end in about a week.
Yeah.
I think it was 2 weeks at the most. I just played it until it was finished. Great story, great voice acting. These are the guys, unbelievably, who made Microsoft Flight Simulator. So they did the original Playtale, then they made the Flight Simulator, and then they're obviously working on this after they did that. So yeah, it looks great. I can't wait. I love the first game. I can't see any reason why this isn't gonna also keep my attention. It looks good. More of the same, hopefully. They don't do too much feature creep. Let's just stick to what we had. But yeah, if you've never played the original game, I think it is on Game Pass as well. It's definitely something you should play because it is great.
Yeah, it is. I played about half of it, I think, and I've not quite finished it, but yeah, it is a good game. Really like it.
Yeah, it's brutal as well. It's quite hard hitting. It's quite a hard hitting game. Then we got Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6.
Yeah.
People know I love my Far Cry.
Which is literally if Far Cry and Just Cause had a baby.
Well, yeah.
In my opinion, looking at
I mean,
this.
that's what the Far Cry games in general are very similar to Just Cause, but this is like amping it up even more.
I think it's also the setting. It looks like just the setting is like Just Cause as well.
But I mean, that was 3. 3 was a lot like that. So
yeah,
they're going back to their.
But I haven't played. I mean, you've played literally all of these. Duke, are you excited?
I have played all of them. There's a what's it called? Lessening of the reward. Law of diminishing returns. That's what it's called. And I mean, whatever, like, it doesn't mean that it won't be a fun game. It's just that, I don't know that I feel the need to get this day one.
Look, we've got Gustavo Fring in it. He's in there.
Giancarlo Esposito is one of the greatest actors in the world today. He's so good. And so, I mean, I love him in all of his performances, and I think he'll be great in this.
Yeah, I mean, what I did like, they did amp up like the silliness in the trailer. I thought it was quite funny how they, it was all about. Although this is very much a murder simulator when you're talking about that.
Oh yeah.
I love the sort of the harpoon gun thing. That was pretty impressive.
They started this whole like weird weapons thing with New Dawn. There were a lot of weird weapons in that game, And that's fine.
Right.
I don't mind that. For me, it's like, give me a reliable assault rifle, and I'm
What
happy.
about the chicken with the studded neck thing?
I'm good.
What?
I'm good.
What?
Yeah.
And that's the other
hell?
thing, right? Your companions and that whole thing, and that's fine. I like blowing stuff up and shooting the bad guys, taking over outposts, and I'm assuming this is going to have a lot of it. But this is the thing. Like, it seems like, I don't know if I'm right with this, but it feels like 3 months after a game drops, it's half off. Like, it feels like games become cheap really quick these days. So that means the need to hype things up just gets more and more important because there's a smaller and smaller window to sell things for full price. Now, I could be wrong about that, but that's what it seems like to me. So I don't know.
I don't know. It looked cool. I must admit, right? I've not played a Far Cry game since 2 or 3. Was it 3 the last one I played? Probably 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I did look at this and think, it looks fun. You know what I mean? I kind of like all the crazy shit that's going on.
There's a lot
Maybe
of
I'll be
crazy stuff
interested
going
in it.
Yeah.
Who knows? And then just the weirdest thing I've seen, and I know there's a first game of this, but Slime Rancher 2, I was like, what the hell?
It's funny how often people recommend this game because people come onto the game recommendations Reddit on a regular basis going, I like Stardew Valley, what else is out there? And like this game, Slime Rancher, people just don't recommend it enough. They just keep recommending it. And I look at it and I'm like, I can't imagine being into this. It doesn't seem like
just
my kind
like
of thing.
sucking stuff up and then putting it in a box.
But
I don't
people
know.
love it. And
breed the slime, feed the slime, make the slime bigger.
Feed it, breed it. What?
Slime
More
that
power
looks
to you.
like
Have you
rabbits.
played this, Susan? Is this something you've already played?
I could. I could play.
It's got cute animals in and stuff.
Yeah, it's got cute animals in. I'm all for the cute animals. Look at his little face. I could be totally on board with that. I might check it out. Slime Rancher.
I don't know. Do you think it's
gonna be on
cruel just
Game
sucking them up into this weird gun thing?
No, because they look happy.
I don't know whether I'd be happy if I got sucked into a gun.
Yeah, but you're not a slime, are you? You can't put yourself in
I'm
someone
not
else's shoes.
I'm not a
unless you're
slime.
really
That is
there.
true. I'll be honest, right? When I first saw this, I thought it was going to be a Fortnite expansion.
Very
is this
colourful,
something
like
Fortnite related? And then they started sucking rabbits. Something like this doesn't look like Fortnite. The hell is this? Is this something new? What is going on? So I was like, I don't know. Then we had Shredders. So if you haven't got enough of stuff from Ubisoft with crazy antics, then Shredders might be your thing. But this is just snowboarding. But
the trailer went on forever and ever.
It did. It was another
so
long
boring.
trailer, but I actually did think it looked kind of cool. I must admit,
if you like snowboarding,
if you like Tony Hawk, skateboarding stuff, this is kind of snowboarding Tony Hawk by the look of it.
Yeah,
and it looked pretty cool. I mean, the scenery looked cool, stunts looked crazy. I don't know. It looked pretty good. It's obviously stuff going down and crazy stunts and shit. Yeah. I've never really been into snowboarding games. I don't know about either of you two.
No, I think the appeal of it is that it's got more freedom to it than a skateboarding game. A skateboarding game, like, you're confined by the city, so to speak. And in this case, there's like a whole mountain and all sorts of things you could put around the mountain, which, whatever, you could do that in a city, I guess. But I think that there's a sense in which there's more openness for a snowboarding game, but I couldn't be bothered. I don't really care.
What the sort of inference I got from watching the trailer is that this is made by people who snowboard. They made a game to be like as near to proper snowboarding craziness as you can get.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It looked cool. I did think it looked pretty cool, but it's not, again, probably something I'll ever play. But maybe he does like these kind of games.
I just remember about on The Simpsons when Otto is teaching a class about snowboarding, and he's like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" And he's, say it in snowboard. I gotta go blast a dookie, like blast on.
Blast a dookie. Then next thing was Atomic Heart.
Okay.
Yeah, that was weird.
Weird. This looked like, I don't know, just
who knows
like
what?
A weird Japanese game. For whatever reason, what sounded like a Eurovision song in the background.
Yeah, I noticed that. I thought, oh, that's a bit of dodgy Euro pop, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is that? Why is there a robot with apples in its head? Don't know. Why has some woman got weird wires coming out of her head? I don't know.
Little spidery thing.
Little spider things and mannequins and
who knows?
He's got powers, man. He's got telekinesis powers.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is.
I don't know.
It's just, is it Japanese? Does anyone know? I don't even know who's like.
It's Moonfish is the developer. J-pop soundtrack, no release window provided. I don't know.
It just looked weird. It just looked totally Japanese and weird.
Yeah, definitely weird.
But I might like it because I like weird Japanese games. Who knows? Maybe I'm going to like it.
It's a Russian studio, apparently, who developed
Wow,
the VR.
that is shocking.
They developed a VR game called Soviet Luna Park, which was discontinued.
I don't know. I've never heard of that or played it.
That's
it looks interesting. I will give it. It looks interesting, but I have no idea whether I'll play this. It just looks weird. This looked great. Replaced. I like the look of this game.
Okay.
So do you remember this? Which is the pixel art one.
This is my first time seeing a lot of these. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sort of side-scrolly thing.
Yeah, it looks amazing. And
2D
it looked.
one.
Yeah, what was weird, right? It was 2D, 3D. So is that kind of 3D backgrounds, 2D like play style? Right. But also there was depth movement when he was fighting, I noticed, which was kind of an interesting concept. So I don't know, this looks great. I mean, graphically it looked gorgeous. So yeah, again, count me interested. I'm assuming this will be a story-driven game, and it just looks great. So we don't get, I don't think there was any sort of a release window for this or anything, but yeah, it looks very nice.
This says 2022.
Yeah, so I don't think there's any sort of confirmed date or anything. But I'm guessing it's going to be good. Coatsink, I've heard of Coatsink before. I don't know what they did before, but I've definitely heard of Coatsink Studios. But yeah, it's one of the best looking pixel art games I've seen in a long time.
It does look
It just
nice.
looks amazing. Next up was 15-player Among Us. Anyone interested?
Oh, come on. Again, like, oh, God. And now we got you could load things up in the game. Come on. Moving on.
Moving on.
Duke wasn't impressed
I'm
with
just
amazed
that they have the nerve to get, because you know why they did it. Like, well, Among Us, a lot of people like Among Us. Let's talk about Among Us. What are we going to say about it? Now you can have 15. There's 3 saboteurs. Like anybody gives a shit.
Well, some people might.
Well, yeah, but not anybody cool.
Okay.
No.
The Ascent which was like a bit of an isometric thing, wasn't it? I think it looked all right. Again, very little.
That's
stuff.
imminent, isn't it? That's coming out this month, isn't it?
Was it this month? I can't remember. It looks.
It's either this month or next month, because I've seen it's been advertised quite a bit.
July 29th, according to this. Yeah, Game Pass.
Yeah, so it's not too long away. It looked kind of cool, cyberpunky sort of. Like I say, almost like
form,
Diablo type game.
Yeah.
It could be good. It could be good. It's one. I think this is like one of those games that either is going to be really good or just a bit.
Yeah,
a bit. Yeah. It looks all right. It could be good.
I don't understand if it's so close to coming out, why they're showing us so little.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's just weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not a lot. The Outer Worlds 2, I liked it. I like the fact we have no gameplay. This isn't what it's going to look like.
I loved that trailer. That
Again,
was the
I
best
like
trailer.
Yeah, I think they've done some really good trailers this showcase where it's like, we have no gameplay to show you, so we just didn't bother.
Yeah.
It's
like, here's the monster. Are we going to see that in the game? No, he can disappear now.
Yeah, you're not going to get one of those. That's not happening. This isn't happening.
Yeah.
It's not going to look like this.
And a bit like Duke was saying, there's your big panoramic view, and they were actually, weren't they, describing it and saying you've got to have this, you've got to have
just
some
taking the piss,
lens
basically.
flare. Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I've still to finish the original Outer Worlds. I've not finished that yet, so I played a load of it and then just got distracted with something else. I don't know what it was. That's what I'm getting distracted. But anyway, if it does look like this, it's going to be cool. But it's not going to be this apparently, so who knows? I love that we got the slow-mo, whatever, and all that kind of stuff. It's very cool. Liked it. Flight Simulator has now been confirmed for Series X. I'm not sure whether it said S as well, possibly, but it's definitely coming to Series X. July the 27th, so again, not too far away.
According to this, it is both X and S.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
And there's going to have a Top Gun branded jet fighter expansion in the fall.
I'll be honest,
oh
I was trying to figure out, is that film footage? Is that actually what the game looks like? Because I have no idea, because it looked that real. If that was the game, I couldn't tell that apart from real life. I was just like, that just looks like real life to me. It doesn't look like a game. I don't know what that is. Is that a photograph? What is that? But it says it's captured in real-time 4K on Xbox, so that just looks incredible, doesn't it?
Yes.
You know, and I know I play the game, so I know how good it looks, but sometimes I look at it and I forget that it's not a real thing that you're looking at.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's just completely photorealistic. It's just mental. And if that, like I say, if that Top Gun footage was from the game and not a film they'd put together or clips from Top Gun, I'm absolutely astounded.
Yeah. So apparently there's a new Top Gun coming out, isn't there? Maverick.
Yeah.
And it's the tie-in with that, and that's coming later. So
yeah. But yeah, I love it. It's just see this airport, by the way, where it dips down. That I've tried to land there and crashed multiple times. Very difficult airport to land that. I know.
It's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
It's great flying. Honestly, I loved playing this last year, you know, when I was in lockdown, and it was just great, just exploring the world, you know, from a plane. And it's just amazing. Like everything is there, everywhere you go, there's something cool to see. So yeah. And then we got a sort of a final flourish, and it's like, oh, and just when you think it's all over, we've got Redfall.
Vampires.
Oh no, I've missed a bit. I've missed a massive one. But
We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
We'll come back to it. But yes, God, I've missed it. I've missed the what I think is a potential another game of the year here. But Redfall, it looked cool. I like the trailer, but again, no gameplay really at all. This was just all CGI trailer, but class-based shooter, cool shit, vampires. What's
all
not
about the
to
vampires?
Like?
I'm
What
not a
is
zombie
not
fan,
to
but I love vampires. So yeah, I was well into this one when I saw it.
You know, obviously they're releasing Deathloop, which is a PS5 exclusive. So that's coming soon. That was obviously all done before they were made exclusive to Xbox and Microsoft. And I guess they went, right, well, you've done that Deathloop thing for PS5. Now we want something off you. And this is what they've come up with. And it looks pretty cool.
Does.
Another great trailer, by the way. I love the sort of flashback thing again.
Yeah.
You know, how it all came about. So, yeah, it's looking good. I think this will be fun to play. It reminded me a little bit.
Oh, sorry. They did Dishonored, I guess.
Oh, yeah, they made Dishonored and all that, and Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
So they've got pedigree, and they do like the special powers, you know, like the warping and all that kind of stuff. So, and Deathloop has a lot of that in it, apparently.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing they're doing in Deathloop as well. So I don't know. I think this is going to be really, really good. It looks kind of cool. I like the idea of the game.
Yeah.
But we don't know a lot. You know, all we've got is a cool CGI trailer, so who knows?
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, holy shit in a handbasket.
Oh, God.
Forza Horizon 5 came on. And again, I was like, is this a real video?
It did look like just video, didn't it?
Oh, my God.
It was just beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
It is, without a doubt, one of the best looking things I have ever seen, apart from Flight Simulator. This is as close to what a real world looks like. And when it's stationary, it just looks ridiculous. I mean, that opening scene when it's on the flowers, which Duke unfortunately is forwarded.
Well, the dude was just talking, and I was like, let's get to some actual footage of the game.
It just looks amazing. I mean, the sort of streaming, it just does not do it justice. You know how amazing this game looks.
I look at cars and I see cars. I'm sorry, I'm not.
No, the scenery is just
right.
Ridiculous.
I look at the scenery. I see scenery.
I like the scenery.
Okay. I mean, fine. Well, it looks fine. I'm not saying it doesn't look good.
It looks
I don't
fine.
understand why you're shitting
Is
your
that
pants.
is that the best? Because it just looked like Susan just said. It looked real. I mean,
yes,
this is
I get that.
Uncanny
It
Valley.
does look realistic. I'm not arguing that. I don't. There's a lot of games that look amazing to me.
Yeah, not as honestly. They're on a whole other level to this. When I was looking at this, I was just like, wow.
Fair enough.
This, I like I said, when it very first came on, I thought it was a video trailer. You know, they'd done a film for the trailer, and I'm like, no, this is actually it. This is what the game looks like.
It looks very nice.
It's astounding. So, yeah, I love that. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 3 because I bought that for about £4 or something before they took it off the store, and I love it. So. I think I'm going to be playing this game because it just looks incredible. I want to play this game that looks as great as this looks. And I'm guessing it's going to be a lot of fun. But holy hell, this, for me, I think it was probably the game of the show, really. And it's Mexico. I love the scenery. I love the racing. Like, the towns look amazing. I think it just looks brilliant. I mean, do you do racing games, Susan?
No.
Okay. Well,
I can't drive in games at all. As soon as I have to get in a car and drive, that's it. I'm lost. I can drive in real life. I can ride a horse in Red Dead Redemption.
There you go.
No problem.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, that's not an issue. But driving, no. And I don't get excited about cars. No. I don't get excited about cars.
I think it looks great.
But I know a few people who get excited about this game.
I don't actually get excited about cars, really, but I just love the location. I think it just looks amazing. You know, and even the lengths they've gone to, they said they filmed like the weather for however many hours and then just recreated that as the weather in the game. You know, they just sort of filmed weather and then just did it. And it's all photogrammetry or whatever the hell it's called, you know, where they actually photograph everything. And then look, I can see Juice glazing over now. Where they photograph everything and then recreate it in the game. It just looks amazing. I just want to play this game. It looks amazing. And that was kind of it. So, but there was nothing for Elder Scrolls 6, by the way.
No.
There was some Age of Empires thing, which I really don't care about. Who knows?
There was a JRPG, the Iuden Chronicles.
Oh, I saw that. I couldn't even write it, so I was like, I can't even.
There was a couple of those, and that was JRPG.
I was like, I don't think so. And then Age of Empires, if you want to build your own.
Age of Empires 4. I didn't even know that existed. Yeah. Which,
so
I mean, whatever. Like RTS, it's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's not my bag. And that was it. I think it was a pretty good show. I've got to say, I think Xbox has done a blinder there, and you know, I think this Game Pass thing just keeps going from strength to strength, really.
Yeah.
I just think. And by the way, this Euden or whatever the hell it was called, Chronicle thing, right? This looked weird. It was like they'd taken photographs and then put the characters on top of it. It was just the weirdest looking game. It was just looked so strange. Stuff, No, but the characters weren't.
No, I know.
So the backgrounds look
backgrounds and cartoony foregrounds.
It's just weird. It's like, well, it's not. It's like an animation, isn't it? It looked like some weird, like animated thing on a set. I don't know.
Yes.
I've never seen anything quite like it. Very strange looking thing. So who knows?
By the way,
it's going to be amazing.
I don't know. Sony has some trailers that I found on some other website. So Elden Ring, did you not see this?
Yeah, these are all old. They haven't. They're going to do their own showcase apparently at some point. They do the sort of Sony state of play thing, don't they?
This was listed as happening yesterday. So
maybe
Evil
they have.
Dead,
Don't know.
Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Yeah, no, they've already been all released. But what people do on YouTube is make it look like they have, so you'll click on it.
Okay.
As they do. So yeah, no, they haven't announced anything yet. But maybe it's coming. But Nintendo's on Tuesday, apparently.
Okay.
So they'll not announce anything, probably a new Mario game.
Ubisoft's E3 presentation and Summer Games Fest.
So. Yeah. So who knows? But they'll be doing their state of play whenever the hell that is. Right. We have got some speak pipes, I believe, and then we need to get the hell out of here because we have talked way too much.
Yes, we have. So let's do speak pipes. Where's the thing? Oh, wait, it's up here. Okay.
Speak pipe.
Speak pipe. Speak pipe. It's the way to leave a message for us.
Hang on a second. I want to find a. background something to put on the thing so that we can do. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull up Speak Pipes. Get ready, people.
Speak Pipe.
Yeah. Okay. Speaky Pies. No. Speak. I don't know how to type.
Speaky
Pipes.
Pies.
Okay, right. Speaky Pies.
I like
okay.
Speaky Pies.
So
Yeah, Speaky Pies. Leave it as ours. Right.
Yeah. There's like 10 of them. The first one. No, I know.
No, I don't know what I've already sent you 2 of them, so don't play the same ones twice because that's possible. I couldn't remember I'd already forwarded 2 of them to you.
I don't see that. Okay.
There's only 4. There's 4 of them.
The first one is from
Derek. Derek.
Yeah, so let's take a listen to this one.
Awesome can be an adjective or a noun. As an adjective, awesome can mean 1. Causing awe or terror, inspiring wonder or excitement. 2. Excellent, exciting, remarkable. As a noun, awesome can mean the quality, state, or essence of being awesome.
Hello, VeteranGamers. It's Derek Sains again. That was my little tribute to Mr. Piotrowski because a few days ago I received a gift from him in the mail, and it was awesome, of course. So I just wanted to thank Duke for that, and it's taken pride of place in my living room on the windowsill next to my TV.
Oh.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So thanks again for that, Duke. And I've even listened to your latest episodes of the Didactic Sincast. So now I know what the words ontological and epistemological mean.
Yeah.
And if I got those pronunciations wrong, I'm sure Stu will correct me on it.
They were great.
I also noticed that episode 600 is coming up on the 4th of July. And I believe that by law, Americans now, since Joe Biden got in as president, have to stand in front of the American flag on the 4th of July with a tear in their eye and saluting the flag all day. But that's just a rumor. I'm not sure if it's true. But I'll just leave it at that. I did try sending a speak pipe prior to this. I hope this isn't a duplicate one, but I just say keep on game.
All right. Thank you, Derek.
All righty.
Yeah.
I do love Derek's voice.
Oh,
that's great, isn't he?
He's got a fabulous voice.
Absolutely. All right. This one is sent by In Regards to Stu's Goatee.
Jake, you gotta see this. There's something going on here. Something a little hairy.
Nope. Don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Really? Oh, maybe I should frame the question differently. Terry, do you notice anything? Amy.
New shirt?
Oh, come on, guys. I grew goatee, and it looks amazing, and I know you can see it.
Of course we can see it, Charles. It's horrible.
It looks like you unclogged a shower drain with your mouth.
Yeah, you look exactly like the guy in the Don't Talk to Strangers poster.
No, I don't.
Are you talking about your new goatee?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good choice for your face. Come over here so I can take a better look.
Thank you, Captain. I knew you'd appreciate Bianca. That's right, I call her Bianca because she's dark and thick like my first cousin, Bianca.
Jeffers, Peralta, now.
Whoa!
Say goodbye to Bianca Boyle.
Wow. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, classic. Awesome.
There it is.
I don't know who sent that in, but I'm guessing Amar.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
It could be Amar.
Amar's been sending me a lot of Brooklyn stuff lately, so.
It could be anybody who knows. It could be
Jason. Shout out Fraser, because he's like, hey, you should have got a key for streaming on the VG Hub, but I didn't. Why haven't I gotten this? What's wrong? Come on. It's not his fault. I don't know. Anyway.
It's his fault. It's his fault. We'll blame Fraser.
It's not his fault. Fraser's such a nice guy. All right.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Next one is from Anonymous. Ooh, they're going to be talking like this about hacking.
Actually, you should probably all move to Australia, except that you can't, because we don't really have COVID here. Especially where I live in the Capital Territory. I think that's just kind of random luck, though, because
her name is just
Sydney and Melbourne were like literally fighting over where to put the capital, so they just like stabbed on the map somewhere. I'm like, we'll build it here, and that's where I live, which is in the middle of nowhere. Geographically speaking, you actually have to drive like 3 hours to get to the next city. So what the hell was I saying? Yes, Australia, no COVID. I've only had to wear a mask once, which is a weird flex, when I was on an airplane going to another city. So that's also why you should move here. but you can't. Sorry.
Why can't we? I mean, we could. Just uproot my life.
I've just realised she sent 2.
Yeah, I think
So
that
I
was
will
the second
now-
one.
Yeah, that was I hadn't realised that she'd
We're
sent
going
2.
out of order now.
Yeah, Google had unfortunately grouped them together, and I hadn't
it's Google's fault.
noticed
Okay,
it.
yeah. It's
Yeah, blaming
Google's
Google.
fault.
Yeah, okay. Google's
Blaming
fault.
Google. Here,
All right,
here's
here
the
comes
part 1. Here's
How
part
you're
1.
probably wondering how we got here. Let's
No,
go back in
you haven't-
time.
I was going to say you haven't got it yet. I've only just sent it you.
No, you had sent it originally. Yeah, it's fine.
No, that's another one. That's a different.
What?
That's
Oh,
from
for
someone.
crying out
that one's
loud.
from somebody else.
What?
Slick.
What?
So slick.
Yeah.
So wait, the one that
So-
says Jacinta is from somebody else?
No, I've just sent you another one from Jacinta. Or did I send you them both? I'm so
for
confused.
God's sake.
Right, there's one from Jacinta which is 17 seconds.
Yes, that's the
right?
one you just
And then-
sent.
Yes,
There's another one that's
the one.
39 seconds.
Which is the one you just played.
No.
Well, that one's the only other one from Jacinta.
There's 44 seconds. What's the one I just played? That was the anonymous one.
What? I'm
going to play the
confused.
39-second one, and then I'll play the 17-second one. So here's the 39-second one.
Oh my God, there's another one as well.
Shush!
Oh my God.
Hi. This is an apology speak pipe. I didn't mean to sound like a dick bragging about the fact that we don't have COVID. We do have COVID. It's just mainly where we live. We don't really have it here. Which also means I can't leave my town. But that's okay. And we do have COVID in Australia. It's just not as bad. And I'm sorry, it's kind of a shit thing to brag about.
No, it's not. It's fine.
But also, it's pretty cool that our country has rules.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You're doing well. Yeah.
You also got rid of assault
Oh God,
rifles.
my phone locked. I can't stop it. Okay, here we go. Stop.
Wow.
Yes.
No, well, that
Baby in the
followed on, so
background.
that was right.
Yeah, baby in the background. Sounds
Yeah,
very
baby in
cute.
the-
Potato.
I'm a potato.
Potato.
Yeah.
I've just sent you another one because we did receive another.
Crying out
What
loud!
happened
Stop
was-
sending me
No, what-
things.
I know what happened was, right. There were 4 speak pipes all came around the same time in the morning. They all
crying
came
out
about
loud.
quarter
I'm a potato.
past 6.
I'm a potato.
So Jacinta sent 3, and then another person sent one, which I also thought was Jacinta, but turned out not to be all at the same time. So we'll.
Okay,
obviously
well,
we'll
I'm gonna
just
play the 17-second one from her, where she's probably apologizing about her apology.
Yeah.
Hey, Duke, you should definitely move to Australia to do teaching because we have buffets here. Like every professional development day that I have been to
Now
has had
that's
food.
obnoxious
Some
to
of
rub
them
that
have
in.
even had wine. The ones that are after school. So
Unbelievable.
there you go. Be
you
jealous.
I am jealous. You know
Wow,
what's funny?
so-
At the end of I'm sorry if I'm putting anybody on blast. End of the year, last day of the school year, of the most hectic school year of all time. Everybody's pulling their faces off with all the chaos and stress that we had to put up with this school year. The administration gives us cook out some burgers, like come down, have a burger. If you're going to put out some burgers for people, might you include some lettuce, some tomato, some onion? No. There's your burger. Now, there's some ketchup packets and mustard right there. Sit down, eat it. And there's a bag of chips if you want it. That was it. I was like, you got to be kidding me. No cheese, no
That
nothing.
is funny.
Unbelievable.
Here's the funny thing, though. Jacinta's like, oh, Dude, you should come here in
by
Australia
the
because we
way-
have buffets and
Yeah.
everything.
Buffets
Oh,
and
by the
wine.
way, there's no COVID.
Hard to believe that they drink alcohol in Australia.
Although, I'll be honest, right, joking aside, I do worry for Australia because they have no herd immunity, no nothing.
No,
So
nothing.
If something does get in there, they're going to be screwed. Just saying.
I'll
gonna be
take
like
not having to be on lockdown and
the
not having to wear
Amazon
masks and not
tribes.
having thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people dying over
No,
a
but if they haven't-
potential benefit in the future.
Yeah, but if they ever get it, they're gonna
Well-
be in big trouble.
Yeah,
So if
not
it
like
ever
in the
gets
United
there-
States when people get it and
Well,
everything's
you
cool.
rip through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. All right, here comes the next
They've,
one.
they've done amazing.
Yeah, they've done
Yeah,
amazing.
they are.
It's because
Australia.
they have this sense of like, hey, you know what? We are kind of all in this together. We say that in the U.S. a lot.
Yeah.
You know
and
what?
Act
they,
like
they
it.
shut their borders, didn't
Yeah,
they?
Yeah,
well,
but you
They
know
didn't.
what?
We
And
were
when they-
just like, yeah.
And when they had
carry on,
people
come
shooting
in.
up their place with the AR-15s, they were like, you know what? Let's get rid of these assault rifles. And everyone was like, okay, let's do it. And they haven't had a mass shooting since. Imagine that.
And you know what also is quite interesting though is
They're all
I've
drunks
talked
and
about this
convicts.
week. They shut the borders, right? The only industry they've had to support is the aviation industry and airports. Other than that, everything else is open. So it's probably cost them way less for COVID than any other country.
Yeah, well,
the only thing they've had to prop up
self-interest
is one industry. That's the only thing they've had to prop up.
How about that? All right, let's move on to the next speak pipe from Anonymous.
Hey guys, it's Aussie J here, just full of a cold, driving down the freeway in the pouring rain, pulling a 2-ton trailer.
What?
What better
I don't know that that's a good time to do a speak pipe.
time to make an audio recording? I just had a question for you guys. What is your favourite all-time co-op, like 2-player co-op game, not including first-person shooters? Cheers.
Favorite all-time 2-person co-op game?
Well, it's either got to be, for me, Portal 2.
Yeah.
Portal 2, obviously.
Yeah.
Or It Takes Two now, which is up there as one of my
there you go.
favourite co-op games of all
Now,
time
does
now.
Portal 2 not count as a first-person shooter? Because you
No,
are.
it's not. It is.
It
You're
is. I
not
mean, you got a gun.
No,
You
it's
got
not.
a
I think he
gun.
means as in a proper
You got a
shooty game.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd say Portal 2. Brothers, I didn't play it co-op, but I bet it's fun playing it co-op.
Which game is that?
Brothers, Tale of Two Sons.
No, you can only play that on your own.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah, you can only play it on your own on one controller.
I think Unravel would probably be pretty fun. Or Unravel
Yeah, I
2.
played Unravel 2. I have
Yeah.
played that in co-op with Millie. She didn't take to it as much as It Takes Two, to be fair.
Overcooked is a very good co-op game.
There you go. That's another good one. I like
I
that.
had fun with that.
Never played that one.
Yeah.
It's good, Overcooked. We've had a lot of fun playing that, haven't we?
Should do another play date.
Yeah. No, I
Can
mean,
you
there's
think
some
of any,
pretty good
Susan, that we
games.
haven't mentioned? Co-op game?
No, Portal.
I mean,
Portals.
Left 4 Dead,
I would-
obviously.
I-
But it's a shooter.
That's a shooty game.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Portal wins it. Portal 2.
Yeah. And It Takes Two probably for me after
Right.
Portal.
Yes.
This is great also.
That's the end
and
of the
that's
speak
actually
pipes.
that's all. We've had more speak pipes than I think we've ever had, which is
That's a lot of
great.
speak pipes. Thanks, people. We appreciate it.
I need to delete some because I'll be getting a thing where people go, I can't send a speak pipe now. There's too many, so I'll have to delete some of those.
Delete it.
Yeah, so that's cool. And we have, unbelievably, I know we've had a busy night now, but we've got some questions on the Discord.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
What
no.
is going on?
Discord. Discord.
The first one is from Mint Safe, and I need to clear something up because Jay thought something and he was wrong. So apparently Mint Safe said, did Stu once find a PS4 in a bush and somehow return it to the owner? I have dreamt that's some really weird shit. Yes, no, I did find a PS4 in a bush. So basically it's about 2 or 3 years ago now. But we had a spate of break-ins in our area, and someone broke in my car. They broke in the car across the road, and they also broke into somebody's house and a few other cars around the estate. So they broke into loads of places, and they stole all the stuff out of this dude's downstairs. But what happened was, I think the police got alerted. They came and they left a load of stuff behind. And what actually happened is they stole the coat out of my car, and I was looking to see if they discarded it somewhere. So I was looking around all the undergrowth and the bushes and stuff, around where I live. And there was just a random PS4 propped up against a tree, like a bush trunk, if you will. So I took it home, turned it on, got the dude's email address off his account, emailed him, and luckily he got back to me, and he lived around the corner from where I live, and I took it back round and gave it him. So there you go. So it is true. I did find a PS4 under a bush. So there
Crazy.
you go. Crazy. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Okay, next question is from Big Bad Burmo. And he says this, yo guys, long time no talk. Only recently caught up with the show after missing around 7 episodes. Finally over the FIFA 21 game cycle, and I've downloaded about 7 games to test to fill in the void I'm currently feeling. Any recommendations on what you guys think I should play first? So here we go.
Okay.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh,
Yes.
I like it.
The Medium.
Okay.
The Surge 2.
Couldn't tell you.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
Or Sims 4. So a lot of genres there, I've got to say. A lot of diversity.
Bit of a mix there.
Bit of a mix.
I'd say Andromeda. Oh, there's more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go with Medium because I quite enjoyed that, actually. It's a pretty cool story-driven game, and it's a bit weird, but I actually quite liked it. I think it deserves better reviews than it got. I thought it was pretty good. So the medium for me. What about you, Susan?
I would definitely go Andromeda. I really enjoyed Andromeda. I know it got a lot of flack at the time, but I really liked it. I like the universe. It was good. And Sims 4. I enjoy Sims 4 too as well. So yeah, those would be my 2 picks.
There you go. The other question we've got is from Fraser. And he says this: what is your favorite looking console? Mine is the European SNES. Just thought its design was so sleek and functional, no hard edges, which was completely different to the NTSC version, which was ugly as sin. So what's your favorite looking console then of all time?
I like the PS2. I thought that was a good looking console.
Yeah. What about you, Susan?
I quite like the 360 because it, again, sort of rounded edges.
Yeah.
I'm into a rounded edge.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to pick a weird one here. I quite liked the PS4 George Foreman grill. Or was it PS3? Sorry, wasn't it? The George Foreman PS3, the super shiny curved top one.
Yeah.
I quite like that. I did, you know, it was. I think they went for the luxury look at a premium price.
Yeah.
So there you go. I think, and then people are like, I ain't getting a mortgage just to buy a console. You can piss off.
No doubt.
And that's it for questions. That's it. And I think we just need to do some shout outs and get the hell out of here because it's been a big show tonight.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Guests go first. So Susan, over to you.
There you go.
Right. So yeah, shout out you guys for inviting me on at short notice.
Thanks for coming at
I
short
hope
notice.
Chinny enjoyed his barbecue and his hay fever's better. And also anybody who is participated in the Discord or any of the social media and just generally hanging out and chatting, which is cool. And if you want any invites to the Discord, just message me on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. And also my Minecraft guys. So particularly Audrax, the Tim Reaper, who have been amazing and gifted me loads and loads of cool stuff in Minecraft, and just made it into a really cool realm.
It is. I mean, I see all the stuff on the Discord, but I just need to get bloody Resident Evil Village finished. So I've got stuff to do, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's been loads of new cool stuff that's been built since you were last on it.
Oh, I'm sure there's stuff being
going
built
up
all the time.
Heck
It's
of a
madness.
rate. Yeah, it's really
Totally
good. And mobs are on at weekends now, so there's all sort of mobby stuff going on too, and farms and things happening. I'm not involved in any of that because I'm not clever on Minecraft, but I'm in awe of some of the stuff that they do. Not on Minecraft, I'm not.
Cool. Well, I'm going to shout out you, Susan, of course, for filling in for Chinny.
You are welcome.
Because he just couldn't be bothered. He's just eating a sausage. Who knows?
Oh, Chinny.
So he's sucking on a sausage. Well, he can just do that. And obviously you, Duke, for doing the stream and doing all the technical stuff.
I'm kind of getting the hang of it now. Like
I know you're doing a good job.
Trying to get it set up, but I think we're sort of getting it. It's so weird how frustrating it was to try to get the alternatives going, and I'm glad we got this sorted. But it's so weird that suddenly Discord just hates my mics and Skype just won't recognize my mics at all. So
yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. I'm also going to shout out all the people who took the time to send us speak pipes and emails and all that kind of stuff and questions on the Discord. Keep them all coming because it helps the show. And just generally everybody who listens and takes the time out to actually give us a look. So thank you very much for the support, etc. And I think that's it. Is that it?
I got some.
Yeah, I've got you, Duke. I nearly forgot about it. Yeah, sorry.
Teflon 12 for Ori and the Blind Forest. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. I really appreciate that. And you didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. And Antonio and his porridge milk. he used to be the naughty little kid that we snuck into, or you snuck into the adult section of EGX, and now he's like, I need almond milk for my porridge. He's become such a strange, unusual person. I love him. He's awesome.
He's grown up.
He's so grown up. It's so interesting to see.
It's so hard to believe that when he first started listening to this show, he was about 11 or 12 or something.
Know what? Hey man, we take people on journeys. That's what we do here. Yeah,
we do.
Yeah.
And 20 years later, he's still listening.
And thanks to Fraser for trying to get me hooked up
on.
on the VG Hub Twitch stream. I don't know why it's not working, but whatever. It is what it is. I will get it sorted at some point, or we won't. I don't know. And by the way, everybody still needs to send me Gary Lever memorial.
I know I still
stuff.
haven't done it. I will do it.
Hey, you know what? Being a teacher is 90% just repeating yourself over and over again. So I'm actually not mad. I just hope that people will send me some stuff so we can put up a proper memorial. Yeah. And that's it, I think.
That's it.
That's it.
If
Thanks,
you
Susan.
like this podcast, there is another site you should check out, which is called VGHub.net.
Go to VGHub.net. Go to our Discord. Thanks to SLH for doing all the awesome social media stuff. And yeah, we'll see you next time, everybody.
We will.
Bye.
Won't you? Won't you? Won't you? Why don't you? Why don't you just switch off the television set and go and do something less boring instead? Sitting at home, watch TV, hurry up, slow good to me. Why don't you? Why don't you? Go, go, go!
I've stopped recording, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out, your Nimbus X thing.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I could read it on my Kindle, I will probably read it. But I don't know how to do it.
Can you access Medium on your Kindle?
Apparently, PDFs can be converted to Kindle format, so you can take advantage of functionality such as variable font size annotations and whisper-sync. To have a document converted to Kindle format .azw, the subject line should be convert when emailing a personal document to your send to Kindle address.
It's a website. It's not a PDF. You could go to the website and print off a PDF, but I just think it makes more sense for you to just go to the website.
So where is it? Just put the website in the message thing.
It's medium.com. Here, I'll find it for you. Whoops.
Have you actually got a Kindle, or is it like a Fire?
No, I have a proper Kindle.
There, it's in the chat for the YouTube.
Right, no worries.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. The YouTube chat.
Yes.
YouTube.
I suppose I could put it in the Zoom chat as well.
I was going to say, I can't see it on the YouTube chat.
Okay, well, here it comes in the Zoom chat.
Put it in the Zoom chat.
It's
I can't see it in
chat.
this. Okay, hold up.
Okay.
Let me get it from the Zoom chat.
Yeah, get it from the Zoom chat.
I'm getting it from the bloody Zoom chat, right?
What you got coming up this week, Susan?
I am at the clinic on Wednesday, the long COVID clinic. So for my third visit. So seeing the physio again. So yeah.
Good luck.
I'm looking after my stepdad a couple of days, and then next weekend as well. Got one of my besties is coming up, so she's going to come pop in for a visit on Saturday.
Cool.
What you got going on?
Writing. Starting getting some writing done. I thought about taking a week off first, but I think I'm just going to jump in. So I also have to pay bills and renew some websites.
I am. Guess where I'm going tomorrow, Susan?
Wales.
No, I'm going to Harrogate, but on the way there, we're going to go to Bolton Abbey.
Oh.
I like Bolton Abbey. What was quite interesting though, right? I said to Kate, I wonder how much, it's a good job I did this as well, because I didn't realise. I was like, I wonder how much the car park is now, because they always joke that it costs like a stupid amount of money just to park there. So I went on the website to look, and you have to book to go.
Wow.
You can't just turn up and park. You have to book a slot.
Yeah,
I was
I'm not
like,
surprised.
What the hell? So I've paid in advance now. I've got an e-ticket to take with me that I have to show them when I get there. And you have to go in your slot or else it won't let you in. So I've got to go between 11 and 12. So, madness. So,
Cool.
we'll park up. We're going to take a picnic. We're going to probably go to Brimham Rocks again while we're away because I like it there. And probably have a day at Knaresborough, which I really like Knaresborough. So, yeah.
Knaresborough.
Knaresborough. And Knaresborough. And we're stopping Knaresborough, lass. And we're stopping in a really cool apartment in the middle of nowhere, so it's going to be nice.
Oh,
so, like,
nice one.
like a cottagey converted stables or something. It is.
This
It
is
looks really
bullshit.
cool.
Sorry, I was just looking up Harrogate to see where you were talking about, and I saw it.
Yep.
And I was looking at I decided to look at the place where I just moved in. I remember once upon a time I was at a wedding in this city, and I took a picture of the Opera House and City Hall, which is a nice building. That's a good vista. And I remember I uploaded it a long time ago. It's been moved down to the gallery part of the Wikipedia page, and there's this boring ass picture of like the high street, like just a bench and some cars and shops as the main picture for the city. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you change that? You just want to put your stupid picture up there, whoever took that boring picture. Put the fucking City Hall and Opera House back up.
So where's this at? Where are you talking about?
Stoughton, Wisconsin.
I was going to say, what's that going to do with Harrogate?
Yeah, it's not Harrogate, is it?
I was talking about the city where I live now.
I'm glad
I wanted to look up.
you
Okay,
were
I guess I didn't make it
confused as well,
clear. Yes.
Stu.
Yeah, you said I'm looking up Harrogate, and then you're going.
Well, I was looking up Harrogate, and then I
You think
decided to look up
Harrogate?
right, and then I decided to look up the place where I'm living now, or near where I'm
wow.
living. I don't think I even have the city I'm actually living in. But anyway, I was so frustrated. I'm like, I have a very cool picture that I uploaded, and you replaced it with this stupid, boring picture.
Oh, the
Idiots.
audacity! The
I know, right?
audacity!
Come on. What are you doing? Anyway, yeah. Well, thank you all so much. I'm gonna step away, but
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Bedtime.
Yes, thank